that it wasn't.
Oh no, I'm in the chat. I did what?
Yeah, but the video never started.
Oh, you're right. I thought waiting for Seent That at 1 p.m.
Yo, I need to learn how to work this.
No, it did start.
Did it start? Okay, now it's starting. All right. Yeah, no. Okay, so we're going to go back into it. Welcome back. This is week 2. Same mistake, same Jerry.
One day we'll learn, but I think it's more fun this way, huh?
Yo, listen. So pretty much to recap what we talked about before we went live.
Parody is real in the NFL, sort of.
No, it's not. It's not parody. I'm not calling it parody. It's fugazi. Listen, the Chiefs and the Lions are not in the playoffs if it started today. That's the problem.
The Eagles...
not a problem. They're not saying not a problem. I like the fact that...
It's shocking.
It's shocking. It's just... Is it really real? Is this the Twilight Zone?
The Eagles have to be the worst 8-2 or 9-2 team.
Yeah, but that was the same news last year and the year before that. And that's not breaking news. That's not breaking news. They've been the best team in the NFL for years. All right?
I love that.
I ain't trying to hear all that. What's going on? Shout out to McThuggins, to Maximilian in the chat. What's good? But yeah, like I said, parody. It's not parody. It's fugazi. And we're not going to be live next Sunday because, according to him, we're crossing an ocean. I'm saying we're going into the ocean.
Same thing. We're going to be somewhere in the ocean. Which ocean? The Atlantic.
Is that Pacific?
Pacific. See, look at you. The Pacific is out west.
Listen, I never said I knew my geography. Bro, relax, all right? Yo, listen. We're going to be in St. Lucia. So we were talking about this, right? And this is when I realized we weren't live. First off, Black Friday game, which we might go live for. And I just took a look. It's at 3 p.m. So if you're working on that Black Friday, that sucks. And mind you, it's the Eagles and Bears, which might be a very interesting game.
Well, it would normally suck. However, we are in 2025. And since most people, I don't care who you are, most people, unless you're doing something important, as in working in a hospital, most people who go to work on the day after Thanksgiving, it is the easiest day. It's one of the easiest days of the year.
So how are you going to watch the game if it sucks at 3?
It's 2025. We are all, here in America, 90% of us have Apple smartphones.
Yeah, but that we're not supposed to be on in the office. Like, let's be real.
There's no one there on the day after Thanksgiving.
Let's be a little real. You tell people to go on their phones to watch the game and watch us stream so that they could get fired? We are not supporting their bills.
So we can help enhance their afternoon. Is what it's gonna be. Help the afternoon enhance. It'll help the time go by faster. It really will.
No, it really will help the time go by faster. You know what's gonna make it? What's gonna suck? When you have to stop it before halftime because your boss is like, come to the office because your ass wants to be on YouTube instead of answering these damn calls. Yo, don't listen to him. He's gonna get you fired, and we're not assuming any liability for that. This is a disclaimer. If you get fired because you watching us, we appreciate your dedication, but that's on you. Life decisions that you making. Yo, Jameis Winston on the Lions. Let's go.
See, that's the thing about Jameis Winston. He's going to come out every single game and make a play that's going to leave you jaw dropped in total amazement. But then by the same token, in this very game,
he's going to throw 2 more picks. In this very game, he's going to throw 2 more picks. Oh, that was a great... Wait, that wasn't even Jameis. Who's number 19?
No, it was Jameis.
That was a flea flicker. Is that... Oh, that is Jameis.
Yeah.
Damn, that's an ugly number for Jameis. I don't like that number for Jameis. I don't. I'm not a fan of it.
Listen, while we're on the Giants.
You want to talk about the Giants? Want to start with the Giants?
Anybody else find it weird that Russell Wilson was a backup quarterback, but somehow Jameis leapfrogged him into starting position this week? We were here live a couple of weeks ago when Jackson Dart went down. Hopefully he's getting better. He's got concussion-like symptoms or something along those lines.
Oh, that's a good interception.
And they brought Russell Wilson in, and immediately the offense changed. It was run.
I don't even care about the run part of the game plan. It was boos. It was the coach running into the medical tent to be like, where's my damn quarterback? And he got fined for that and then got later fired. So it's like, damn. And you know what? I do have to ask this, right? interim head coach, they could come in and they could do whatever. It doesn't matter because it's kind of like if the team doesn't succeed, well, clearly the team wasn't good because the head coach got fired. I'm just filling in to finish out the rest of the year. And if you do great with them, then it's just more for your resume. Excuse me. What did Dayball see that he was like, we're going to keep putting Russell in? If you're coaching for your job, why did you put Russell in and not Jameis? I get putting Jackson Dart in, okay, because the rookie trying to save your job or whatever. But at one point when Jackson Dart was there, you still were willing to put in Russell as your backup quarterback the whole time. Why not Jameis?
Name recognition.
Name recognition got benched.
He's still a Super Bowl winning quarterback. You would like to think if you're a head coach that, hey, you could put this guy in the game and he could move the chains for you and pick up 1 or 2 first downs to win a game. Come on. You've got to, you have, as a coach, I'm sure that's what Dayball was thinking. Because Jameis, like we said, he started this week off hot, just threw a flea flicker touchdown pass to, I didn't see who caught the touchdown pass, but he's going to be hot and cold. And when he's cold, it's dim there at the Ice Age.
No, but Jameis provides a spark. Whether he's doing a good spark or a bad spark, he provides a spark. Russell Wilson has not provided a spark for any team in the past 3 years. He didn't provide a spark for the Steelers. He did not provide a spark for the Giants.
He started off strong, but flamed out with the Steelers. He started off strong.
Yes, against the worst teams in the NFL.
The schedule's the schedule, and we got to talk about this because I'm hearing the Patriots get a lot of shit for their schedule this year. We didn't pick the schedule, guys, but we'll get to that. The schedule's the schedule.
The schedule is the schedule, and I'm not trying to knock you for your schedule, but at the same time, we got to keep it real when we're talking about, like, when you get to the playoffs, a tough schedule, puts calluses, builds character. A tough schedule makes you better. But when you face a soft schedule and you go to the playoffs and now you meet, like, bro, if you're the bullies of the D block where the tallest person is 4'10" and you freaking over here, it's like you're playing 6'4" playing basketball, play against 4'10" players, of course you're gonna be like the bully on the block. They ain't gonna go and you're gonna find out, oh wait, no, this center's actually 7'2". And he's actually blocking me every time at the rim. Listen, I'm talking, you know what? I'm sorry, this is a little therapy for me. Listen, 2K players. When you play my player and you're over here and you are putting 100 points in your career game against whatever team you want, you could be doing against the Mavericks on AD, going in the rim, slamming it down, rim running and all that. But when you get to rec, pro-am, proving grounds, it is not the same. Pass the damn ball, okay? And it's the same thing for the Patriots right now. That's what they're trying to say. You guys are bullying against the low class, okay? Because once you get into the pro-am, once you get into the rec, once you get to proving grounds, once you get to the playoffs, it ain't gonna be soft. And right now, you ain't got no callus. You've been pampered. You've had pedicures. You had spas, masseuse, and not the ones with Deshaun Watson where there are happy endings either. You've had some real good lotioned up masseuses. But listen, the masseuse ain't here come January. It's cold.
Look,
burn.
The type of luck that the Patriots have had this year is the type of luck that you need when you want to make it to the Super Bowl. And in a year where it appears wide open in the NFL, there's no dominating team. I'll take it.
Dayball should not have been fired. You just put that in the chat.
I think Dayball is a decent coach.
We had this whole conversation with Thuggins. I called him on the phone in the middle of the street.
No, he was saying, no, hey, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not a Giants fan, and Giants fans wanted him gone. I just think, if not as a head coach, I would like Dayball on the team as maybe an offensive mind of some sort, working with the quarterback.
Yo, I can't believe what I'm hearing.
Okay, no. Hey, all right, so here's what we'll do. Let's watch his bounce back. Let's see what he does next in the NFL, and that will be the ultimate determiner of whether...
Dayball?
Yeah.
He's going to be an OC. He's not going to be a head coach. His next job is going to be an OC.
So, as I said, he should have probably stayed on the team in some capacity. Well, granted, they're not going to keep you on the team because you're great at offense. Go be an offensive coordinator somewhere. We need a head coach, but I like his work with quarterbacks.
And also talk to Maximilian. Yes, Wilson probably did help you lose more games to get a better draft pick. But the issue is, Jameis Winston will get you looking fun and losses. Russell Wilson just gets you losses.
Now, well, see, that's the thing. They didn't want to run the. Jameis Winston runs hot, so they didn't want to run the risk that he got hot at the wrong time. They did not want to test
don't
that.
worry. He gets hot, and then he'll get cold in the same game. Like, what are we talking about here, man? Like, yo, it's something. But anyway, so are we live streaming Black Friday? Are you working Black Friday or no?
Yes, I am working.
Okay,
Black
so
Friday.
I will be live streaming Black Friday because we won't be here on Sunday.
I'll be working a half a day on Black Friday.
Okay, so we will be streaming on Black Friday because yes, and then that's it. You know what sucks? We can't watch any football games in St. Lucia.
There's no internet.
No, there's internet, but region locked. I'm gonna have to get us the VPN back.
The region is locked?
Europe doesn't get NFL games. You have to pay cable for that and get like the NFL package. This NFL package we got here is only for US and its territories. St. Lucia don't even got US plugs.
That I had to look into because I got one of those little outlets that you plug in that has multiple. It's got USB-Cs and whatnot. Oh, geez, look at that. Well, hey, full unplugging, huh?
Yo, listen, I could use that. I told you, I've had a dry November for a wet first week of December. Let's go. Listen, I'm going to be slurry. I'm going to be slurry.
That's the way to go on vacation.
Yo, listen, Steelers.
Listen, you guys are at the top of the division right now, but I do want to point out that the Ravens are doing what they're supposed to do to keep their playoff hopes alive.
All right, so let's okay. We've had enough, just kicking the shit or whatnot. Let's get started. So everybody, if you want to talk about a team, put it in the chat. You're welcome to join us or whatnot. And let's get started. So what's the first thing you want to talk about? You want to talk about the Chiefs? You want to talk about the Eagles? What you want to talk about?
Let's talk about the Chiefs. What's wrong with the Chiefs? All year long, I've been on the bandwagon of, hey, they've got Patrick Mahomes, they'll figure it out. And Patrick Mahomes just threw an interception right now. And the Colts got the ball. And the Colts got the ball at the 1 yard line. But I'm officially worried about the Chiefs. I don't know what's going on in Kansas City. If this were Tom Brady and he were 5-5 in his career, we wouldn't hear the end of it. But
for sure,
it's Patrick Mahomes, and so he's being treated a bit with kitty gloves here. Something's going on in Kansas City.
All right, do you want to hear my answer to that one?
Shoot.
The Chiefs for the past few years have been the modern day Patriots, where we don't beat ourselves, you beat yourself.
Watch your mouth, because the Patriots never made it look this bad. Put some respect on the Patriots.
I'm saying, fine, Chiefs of old were the teams where it's like when it's one score game. Listen, the Chiefs are gonna pull it out. If it's a game winning drive, the Chiefs are gonna pull it out. Okay. If it needs one defensive stop, the Chiefs are gonna pull it out. The offense is gonna do one penalty to get them. Do you remember that one game last year against, I think it was the Raiders, and then literally it was like I felt like the rules were misinterpreted because I'm like, wait, hold on. Since when does a false start get uncalled and then something else got called in favor of the Chiefs to win the game? You know what I mean? It's like a lot of those little fugazi, I guess is my word of the day today. A lot of those fugazi things happened during those years. Here's the thing. You can only play so close to the fire before you get burned. And I think that's what it is. The Chiefs, when they first started, were blowing teams out. It was without a doubt they were going to beat you. It wasn't, you didn't have to worry about game-winning drive because the game was over by third quarter.
That was the first iteration of the team.
When it gets close, you can only keep it close for so long before you need to start blowing them back out again. What did the Patriots do? They we need to start blowing teams out again. Got Randy Moss. Okay? You cannot keep playing close games and expect to win it year in, year out, year in, year out. Here's a funny story. That 1 year before when they got Goff, the Lions got Goff, right? And they had that really bad first season. They were probably 2-14 or something like that. But I was looking, I was like, yo, you know what's really weird? And I actually put a bet on this and I won this bet. I was like, I think the Lions are going to win the division next year. Here's the reason why. They were 2-14, but every single game was lost by less than 4 points.
They were in every game. Yeah, that isn't. Was that the year that Campbell joined them? And
It was like the year after Campbell joined them.
But they finished the year strong, which gave everyone hope and optimism based on how they were playing. Yeah, I got you.
And I'm like, it's just one little tweak, and then you guys could win all those games. But it's a double-sided coin. You can flip the coin; it could be just the other way, or you can go right back to being 2-14, and that's what happened to the Chiefs right now. They are the same Chiefs. But remember when I said this about the Ravens? I didn't think it applied to the Chiefs, but apparently it does. Where I was like, you're doing the same thing over and over again. The NFL is constantly evolving. You cannot win the championship the same way 2 years in a row. And it's the same thing with the Chiefs. The Chiefs are like, don't worry, they'll beat themselves. Well, guess what? They're not beating themselves now.
Teams have gotten better.
Yes.
They're improving by working on the details that you used to excel and do so much better than
you used to the barometer, and then now it's just like, because in your barometer was they're gonna screw themselves over as long as we don't screw ourselves over. Well, what happens when they don't screw themselves over? Then that's again. Remember I said calluses? That's pressure added to you as a team now, because damn, they're not messing up. Damn, that means we got to be perfect. And then what happens when they've been saying we got to be perfect? Throw a pass to Travis Kelce.
Hey, Travis Kelce, he's good for 3 to 4 catches where he looks like Travis Kelce every game. 3 to 4. And that might be a bit much. I might be being a bit aggressive there. But 3 to 4 catches where he looks like, hey, that's Travis Kelce. However, for the rest of the game, you do find yourself looking at him and thinking, damn, he's Travis Kelce, the Elderman now. He's not running people over.
Yo, listen, let the Swifties come over here, all right? We could talk to y'all Swifties. But it's really just what it is. And like you said, listen, Travis Kelce is at that age where it's like, you can't expect this for 18 games throughout the entire season, plus another 4 games in the playoffs. Nah, he could pull out 1 or 2. He ain't pulling out that many. And also, please don't forget to like the video. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the video. And just, obviously just hop in the comment chat, man. Just, hop in the comment chat. So, yes, no. Like, that's my take on the Chiefs. What do you think about my take? And do you have anything you want to add to it or disagree with?
No, I think that's a pretty accurate take. I've hung my hat on, well, they have the quarterback. But what we're seeing is having the quarterback is just, while it is a big piece of the puzzle, it's not the only piece of the puzzle. And all these games that they were winning, it's you're right. It's caught up to them. It's really caught up. It's caught up to them. And where do we go from here? Do they have to go down the path of a soft rebuild to kind of enhance the team around Mahomes?
Here's the thing: they thought they did the soft rebuild by getting.
They've got some nice wide receivers. Let's say that, right?
Yeah.
What about the defense? Chris Jones is not getting any younger.
Well, the defense was great last year. Something happened this year. But let me ask you this. Xavier Worthy, you have any thoughts on him? And again, a lot of these conversations that we're having right now is not prepared. It's not premeditated. So I am just kind of putting him on the spot and he's putting me on the spot with some questions. So it's not that we're not prepared for it, but we kind of like to keep each other on our toes to get real raw reaction. We don't want no scripted reactions here. All right? That's why it's called live reactions.
I thought between him and Rashid Rice that their passing attack was going to be a lot stronger this year. Granted, Rashid Rice missed some games due to suspension.
But
I have been underwhelmed. Has anyone ever been whelmed at something? Anyway, I've been underwhelmed with the Chiefs passing attack that's involved Xavier Worthy all year long. Whether that be him or whether that be just lack of chemistry between him and Mahomes. But I've been underwhelmed at their passing attack all year long, and he's part of that.
Yeah, he hasn't done what I needed him to do. But okay.
Hold on, you sound like you have him on your fantasy team.
Who?
Xavier Worthy.
No, I don't. I don't like getting home run hitters on my fantasy team because when the home run hitter doesn't hit the home run, you're kind of screwed. You not kind of. You are screwed.
He's granted Xavier Worthy has only played 8 games. But he's 5th in the team in total yards. Why is Travis Kelce at his age leading the Chiefs in total yards? Why is that the case?
Well, Xavier Worthy missed a lot of games, and Rashee Rice was suspended for much of the games. So who's next?
Xavier Worthy, they've played 10 games. He's played 8 games. Xavier Worthy's been here for 8 games.
Name the top 5. Thornton was the deep bomb person. And then,
isn't that the same role that Hollywood Brown fills?
I think Hollywood Brown, he actually played every game this season. Oh, did Hollywood Brown get the dislocated shoulder?
He's played in 10 games.
Oh, wait, so no, then it must have been Xavier Worthy who had the dislocated shoulder. Then Hollywood Brown is not that guy like that, I think. I don't think I'm wrong with saying
the Hollywood Brown that stands out in my mind is when he was with the Ravens, and it seems as if he was a constant deep threat for Lamar. But since that time, I can't say he's made much noise, or he really hasn't been on my radar for much, which I don't know is a good or a bad thing. But Xavier Worthy, 8 games played, 27 receptions, 281 yards. I mean, 1 touchdown for the year. Truth be told, Hollywood Brown, he's been the second most reliable receiver on that team. He's played 10 games, 38 catches, 429 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't know. I think their wide receiving corps has been underwhelming, like I said. Travis Kelce at this stage in his career, he should have portions of the game where he's featured, where the game tightens up and you need some reliable catches and some consistent downs. And that should essentially be it for him.
All right, fine. Let's actually go with that, where you should have some plays where he's featured. Perfect segue. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. See, teamwork.
Eagles.
Oh, shoot. What about the Eagles?
AJ Brown. And, okay, this one we kind of talked a little bit before, but I have some more stuff I want to lay on you. So, if anyone hasn't known, actually, before we go into the next topic, I'm just going to give like a quick score update. Some first quarters are almost wrapping up, so just kind of give some updates here. The Jets and the Ravens are tied at 0. Yes. The Colts are up 7 on the Chiefs. Touchdown to Michael Pittman. Tennessee field goal over the Seahawks 3-0. Green Bay 7-3 lead over Minnesota. Touchdown to Emmanuel Wilson with a rushing touchdown. Giants, we talked about that deep bomb to Wan'Dale Robinson over the Lions 7-0. And 3-0 lead Cincinnati over the Patriots. All right. Now, Eagles. Let's talk about them.
They're the worst 8-2 team in the NFL right now.
Did I say earlier they're the best worst team or the worst best team?
Yes.
Yes, they're the worst best team. That's actually the best way to put it. Before I even go with this, do you agree with AJ Brown's antics?
Honestly, yes, I do. This isn't a wide receiver that's bitching about the money that he's making. He's bitching about, he can see what the rest of us are seeing, that this offense does not look right. I don't care what their record says. This offense does not look right.
Are you fully convinced he's talking about the offense look right, or I'm not getting the ball enough? Because there's some people saying that he's complaining about not getting the ball enough.
Now, the offense doesn't look right. It doesn't, part of it is he's not getting the ball enough. You can't expect him, as you continuously point out, hey, you can't just look for him when it's 3rd and long and you haven't been feeding him all game long and expect him to go up and make a spectacular catch. So part of it is, yes, you have a Ferrari over here in the garage, and every single day you want to go out and take your stupid Camry and go back and forth in the Camry. No, once in a while, use the Ferrari. They're the road. This area, we've got the roads for the Ferrari to run. Okay, use the Ferrari. Don't take the stupid Camry out every single day, and then.
But that's my daily car. That's my everyday car. The Ferrari's for special occasions.
Hey, I'm cool with the Ferrari being for special occasions, but when it starts getting cobwebs on it, that's the problem, and that's what they're letting happen to AJ Brown. They're letting him all game long sit there, collect dust, get cobwebs all over himself. And then when the game matters most, they're going to him. Listen, through 9 games, he's got 38 catches for 457 yards. If someone told you that before the season started, that those would be AJ Brown numbers, you would laugh in their face. You would laugh in their face. He's averaging 12 yards a catch. He's averaging 50 yards a game. Yes, him getting the ball is part of it, but...
I didn't actually think it was 50 yards. It's 50 yards a game? I thought it'd be less.
Yeah, listen, he's come up.
Oh, damn. I thought it'd be less. Sheesh.
3 touchdowns on the year.
Man, that's actually disheartening. Okay, so continue. I'm sorry, I cut you off on that one.
No, so we all can see that something is wrong. Yes, part of his bitching is, hey, I'm not getting used the right way, but the offense in general is not functioning the way that an offense of that caliber should be functioning. You've got the Ferrari, you've got a Ferrari and a Corvette on each end of the court. You've got G-Wagon and Saquon Barkley in the backfield. This operation should run significantly smoother. Last year, you were able to get away with just running and pounding the ball and shoving it down everyone's throats. Guess what? This year, it's not working. You've got to find better balance and keep your star players involved.
That's the most important part right
Keep
there.
your star players involved because guess what? Here you are getting ready for the big playoff push, and I don't think anyone, even Eagles fans, I wouldn't say that they're comfortable and confident with how their team looks right now.
Okay, so to add to that, the one thing they should feel confident about, though, is that defense. That defense is legit. Like, let's just be honest. That Eagles defense, okay. And I want you to tell me, have you ever seen this before? We have 3 NFL teams with some of the scariest defenses I've ever seen, all in the same season. The Eagles have a scary defense. The Texans, if you didn't see the Texans on Thursday night, my God.
Hey, the Texans have 2 players that are up there in the league leaders in sacks. 2.
And they were having fun on Thursday. They said, we don't need an offense. Let's go get Josh Allen. And then you got the Broncos. Travis Kelce just got yourself a touchdown. And you got the Broncos. How many times can we say in one given year, there's 3 top flight, like hands down defense?
Listen, when most people, when they think of scary defenses, they will think of Ray Lewis and the Baltimore Ravens, or some might go as far back as Chicago Bears, who've always historically had strong defense. But you're right. Defense is making a comeback, can we say? That's 3, so that's just under 10% of the league.
That's a crazy.
Daniel Hunter and Will Anderson Jr. Salute, gentlemen. To be number 3 and number 4 in the league.
They have 2 of the top 5 sack leaders in the NFL in one given time. That's crazy work. Okay, so with that being said, that defense should be the reason they should feel confident. Now the issue is, eventually you got to put points on the board. You really got to put points on the board. You cannot not have points on the board.
Okay, so the last 2 games, that defense has held teams to 19 and 13, which is amazing. And for the most part, they've held teams under 20 points all year long.
Yeah.
You get to the playoffs. Opposite offense scores 24 points.
But and the other thing, and this is, I hate saying this because I sound like an Eagles defender. Some of those teams you're talking about, Lions. I think one of them is the Bills. I think another one is, who else did they hold down?
All right, we need to calm down. They lost to the Rams.
Okay, how many points did the Rams score?
14.
Okay.
Tampa Bay, they lost to Tampa Bay 20-19.
20.
They lost to Jacksonville, of all teams, 17-10. They lost to Jacksonville.
Jacksonville scoring 17 is not that surprising.
They beat Tennessee 26-0. Everyone beats Tennessee these days.
Yep.
They beat Baltimore 44-10. That's when they showed, hey, we can put numbers on the board if we need to.
Yeah, fake news.
They lost at Seattle 27-19. The games that they're losing. They're not big scoring games. They're games that, so.
And you said that was Seattle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Seattle is a good offense, so they scored 27 points. Well, no, it's not a good offense. Let me rephrase it. They got JSN.
They beat San Francisco 26-15. They lost to Denver 18-15. They won against Jacksonville 36-29. They won against Tennessee 16-13. Now, see, those type games. So, against Tennessee, you should be beating Tennessee more confidently than 16-13.
Yeah. A lot of teams are beating Tennessee more confident than 16-13. Hold on, just real quick. Side note. Who's worse? Saints or Titans?
I would say the Titans are worse, even though it looks horrible. And I think I'm saying the Titans are worse because I think they at least had a little bit better infrastructure for a quarterback to step into and be kind of successful. They had Tony Pollard over there as running back. They've got what's his face? Ridley came last year. He was suspended, so he was back this year. It's just something's not right in Tennessee.
What I put the Titans, and the other team was the Saints, right? All right, I just put a poll in the chat. If you're here, drop an answer. I'm just pretty curious.
Part of me feels like the Saints are chasing Drew Brees magic and keep going with these.
What do you mean chasing Drew Brees magic? Hold on, clarify that.
Their quarterback is Rattler, right?
Yeah.
He's not.
Oh no, Shuck. The rookie they drafted. They bench Rattler.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. His name is spelled Slough, but it's pronounced Shuck.
What are his numbers? I feel like when I saw them,
I think he started 2 or 3 games.
All that impressive. Right, he looked. Tyler Show.
Oh my gosh, the Giants about to run up the score. The Giants are in the red zone, about to go 14-0. Hopefully, maybe 10-0. Or at least a 2-possession game over the Lions.
See, over the past couple of years, 14 points, we wouldn't have thought any big deal for the Lions. They could just rip that off in 2 quick plays. Not so much these days.
Nope. Now, okay, so my take on the whole A.J. Brown thing is I have not been a Jalen Hurts supporter. Some would say I'm a hater. I don't like to think I'm hating. But I have not been a Jalen Hurts supporter. I'm just a truther, okay? And the truth is, Jalen Hurts has not been the world beater. He wins. And I will give him credit for, I don't care about my numbers as long as I win. I just want to win. And you know what? I appreciate that. That's the trait you want from your star quarterback. But not really.
I also want my star quarterback to be able to take over games when need be and deliver in some moments. Cool, get it. I get it. 90% of the time, you don't care what your numbers look like. We win a game. Woo! We winning. Another one. I get it. I get all that. But every now and then, we also need you.
Keep cooking.
We need you to step to the plate and okay, hey guys, we got it. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna spread the wealth today. Everybody's gonna eat. Saquon, we're gonna get the wide receivers so involved that guess what? You won't know. You're going to moonwalk through these holes that are going to be open for you because A.J. Brown's going to be cooking. Smith is going to be cooking on one egg. Like, that's what he's not doing. If you look at his stats, I don't think we'll like the company that he's overall in and just that surround him.
Preach, Reverend Joseph. Preach.
First of all, we got to find him. Okay? We have to find him.
He's actively scrolling. Control F. Oh, you got a Mac, so you can't.
Oh, look at that. Right now, the types of quarterbacks that surround him are Tua, Geno Smith, the top 2 above him, and the 2 below him are Michael Penix Jr. and 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, but hold on. What stat are you looking at? Like, when you say that, like, is it passing touchdowns?
Passing yards. That's the company that he's keeping in terms of total passing yards.
Okay, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. Okay?
Oh shoot.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
All right, cool. He is below, you said Geno and Tua.
Yeah.
Above Aaron Rodgers and Michael Penix, who's gone for the year. Sorry, young bull. I feel so sorry for the Falcons. I don't know how they're gonna move forward right now. How you get 2 quarterbacks and actually end up having none. But anyway, if you were to ask how many interceptions, when you rate interceptions, how well is he doing? I'm just playing devil's advocate. I don't necessarily believe in this, but I got to do both sides of the arguments.
He's got 1 interception. Congratulations. You're the modern day version of Alex Smith.
So he has 1 interception, right? Okay, hold on. Just real quick. Maximilian said at least the Saints had a decent receiving core. They might draft a QB this year. Or maybe try to go for the Ron Manning next year. Listen, honestly, just real quick, real parentheses on that one. They're not a quarterback away. The Saints are not a quarterback away.
Oh no, the Saints need to rebuild. I'm talking find
from the
anchor.
Foundation.
Yes, find
Everything.
the anchor for the defense. Find out what identity you want to have on offense and build and develop around that. It's been a mess in New Orleans.
Okay, back to the Jalen Hurts. I'm gonna be Jalen Hurts in this one because I feel like I've watched enough of his press conferences to hear his corny freaking lines to justify his subpar behavior, performance. I mean, okay, just putting the ball like as the leader of this team, I gotta keep it safe, and I haven't cost the team any wins. I haven't cost us any games.
You're not building team chemistry by the way you're playing either.
You know what builds team chemistry? Wins.
Okay.
Do you know what a lot of teams wish they could be right now? 8-2 or 8-3, whatever my record.
Listen, when you are up there and rushing the same amount of rushing touchdowns or more than the running back who's making a lot of money to get those rushing touchdowns,
the play call is the play call. The push tush.
Oh, the play call is the play call. So hold on.
The push tush is the push tush. Like, listen.
What's your response to the fact that there are rumors out there that we're calling in plays to get the ball to our Ferraris on the outside, and you want to come out and call plays to go out and run in the Camry?
Yeah, no, it's really nice when the coach, the coach is making the right calls. But when I get out on the field and I see what the defense adjustments are, I'm the one who has to make those adjustments in real time. And I make the right adjustments. I'm not turning the ball over. We're getting enough points to win.
We're getting enough points to win. So you're not out here to just dominate.
Listen, I would love to win by 30 points.
Fair in the hearts of these
this
teams.
over and over and over again. I would love to win by 30 points, but sometimes, the NFL, the defense gets paid too. They have great players on defense over there too. And I have to pay respect to them. And I can't put my team behind the 8 ball and take these sacks that some teams are suffering from. I can't sit over here and put my team behind the 8 ball by turning the ball over and get my defense back on the field again. The defense keeps them low enough. I make sure we hold the ball long enough. Even though we're the number 1 team in 3 and outs. Listen, that's what he's saying. That's literally what he's saying in press conferences.
Even though so listen, I'm not turning the ball over. Hey, we lead the team. So see, I mean, that right there, defense is getting ready for them. Knows that hey, we don't have to worry about them going for it.
They're going for it on 4th down, if that's what you mean. Well, I don't know what you mean, not going for it.
4th and short, they're going for it. If we can keep them in 4th and long type situations.
Oh yeah, for sure. But they never end up 4th and long territory. But actually, I don't know if you saw this. They actually lead the NFL in percentages of 3 and outs. Safety! Let's go! Oh, football! Let's go!
Goodness. It's either safety or a touchdown.
Steelers, baby!
Steelers versus the Bears.
Was that TJ Watt with the touchdown?
Are they calling it a safety or a touchdown?
Can you guys update the score for me, please? Touchdown! Let's go!
Wow. Caleb Williams, get rid of the ball, huh?
Yeah. That's, you know what? Okay, as much as I'm tough on Caleb Williams, okay, never mind.
Oh, Jesus.
Never mind.
Go ahead. No, defend that.
I can't defend that one. No, because at first I was going to say, sometimes rookie or young quarterbacks, they kind of hold on to the ball a little too long. Right? No, they do. They hold on to the ball a little too long.
Not only did he hold on to the ball too long.
He flung it up.
The minute the pressure came.
Stop
doing
that.
Interception. The minute that pressure came, he ran into the end zone and then.
What's up with the Patriots? What's up with the Patriots right
Listen,
now?
the Patriots haven't been a first half team all year long.
Pick 6 by the Bengals on the Patriots.
He, for the most part, has also taken care of the ball this year.
Yeah.
I mean.
And he also has had a 300-yard game. Okay, but back to it, right? So Jalen Hurts has literally been saying all this week in, week out. Because he's like, the goal is to win. That's really what he's saying all the time. And I'm like...
Jalen Hurts seems like he needs an old school football coach to come in here and drill.
Listen, you know who would love Jalen Hurts right now? Bill Belichick. You don't give the media nothing to talk about. You don't turn the ball over. If I tell you to hand the ball off, you're happy.
Bill Belichick would also want him to throw the ball downfield to his weapons from time to time. Bill Belichick would want the press conference version of Jalen Hurts. Let's separate that. The on the field part version, you could keep that to yourself.
Yo, this is Damn. Okay, so that kind of leads into the next conversation I had, and I do not have the playoff picture readily available, but I kind of so I can put it on the stream. But I do kind of want to just go over um, teams that are in and teams that are off, and I want you to kind of tell me like what's your take on it. All right, so right now,
AFC or NFC?
but let's start with the AFC first. Number one, which is really weird. I thought the Patriots were the number one seed, but apparently it's the Broncos. I don't know why the Broncos have the tiebreaker over the Patriots, but either way,
Strength
the Broncos
schedule, probably.
Broncos leading over number one in the division.
It's been ugly, but they've gotten the job done to be in that position. It's the best thing that anyone can say about the Broncos, because a couple of games they looked like they would lose. For whatever reason, Bo Nix in the fourth quarter, he's pretty good. It's the rest of the game that he doesn't necessarily always look the best.
What happened to the Chiefs' defense on that play? Nah, he stepped. Oh, dang. He didn't step out either. He got pushed out.
He stepped and got pushed about 5 yards. But the Broncos have done enough to be in this position. The thing for them is going to be how they finish the season. If they can finish strong, they'll get the bye. Same thing with the Patriots. Both these teams are in control of their own destiny here.
Okay. Are you surprised about them? Pleased about them? What?
The Broncos?
Yeah.
It's been ugly, but they've shown a certain level of resiliency, which is what you want to see for young quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. You kind of want to see them overcome certain level of. You want to see them overcome adversity and be able to maintain composure and execute, and they've done that in Denver.
Okay. All right. So, Patriots number 2.
Pleasant surprise. That's the home time.
Only pleasant?
I was looking for the team to look functional and give me signs that they're heading in the right direction, which they've far exceeded. Stop with the Super Bowl talk. Let's get to the playoffs. Let's get the young quarterback some experience. If we should be in position to win a game, maybe 2. If we win 1 or 2 games, that's just cherries on top of the cake.
Okay. Colts.
Another surprising team. They've got the quarterback, not necessarily what most people would define as a franchise quarterback.
I did not believe that in the beginning of the season at all.
But he's proven to be the right type of quarterback for that team. Jonathan Taylor's back to doing whatever the hell he wants on Sundays. He's back up there leading the NFL in rushes, looking like the running back that we were all expecting a couple years ago.
2 years ago, yeah.
The Colts look like they are positioned to be a competitive team for the short-term future, for the foreseeable future here.
All right. Steelers. Be nice. I'm right here next to you.
I don't know if I believe in the Steelers, even though they're number 1 in the AFC North right now. Now, I like their coach. Mm-hmm. I think that they have a functional, above-average quarterback in Aaron Rodgers. Mm-hmm. They went from putting up 30 in the first week of the season to at times looking like they can't reach, like they're allergic to the end zone.
Okay, so the Steelers are number 1, but in number 2 is the Ravens right now. Oh, shoot. I hate when you click on the screen and that's when the notification just popped up. No. What the hell? Why is Sleeper opening on me? AFC. So right now, Pittsburgh, Baltimore is... What the heck is wrong with my app? Hold on a second. I got to restart this app because it's bugging on me.
Baltimore is 5-5 right now.
And the Steelers is 6 and something.
6-4.
Okay. Do you believe in the Ravens?
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't believe in anyone in the AFC North this year. It's just the Pittsburgh Steelers seem to be the team, the most competent of the bunch. The Cincinnati Bengals, they spent all this money on offense only to have their quarterback go down. And wily old veteran Joe Flacco's done his best to keep the ship afloat. But
he's afloat right now.
The Cleveland Browns, they could be they're either going to shine with Shador or keep tanking for
they out of the playoff picture, right?
Yeah.
We can agree with that one.
Oh, absolutely.
And do we agree the Bengals are also out of the playoff picture?
3-7, absolutely.
Okay. So the Ravens, you believe in them right now, though, right? Like, who do you believe in more to win the division? Ravens or Steelers?
Honestly, the Ravens.
You believe in the Ravens, even though right now they're still tied 0-0 in the second quarter with the Jets.
Do you believe that much more in the Steelers?
I believe that much less in the Ravens.
They've been figuring out a way to get it done, is the problem I'm having.
Who, the Ravens or the Steelers?
The Steelers. The Ravens. Because think about it. Right now, the Ravens are in control of their destiny. If they
went out, yes.
They need to either go 5-2, 6-1, or 7-0 to
where one of those wins has to be against the Steelers. Ideally, they'll need to sweep the Steelers. We still have 2 games against them. We haven't played them yet. We played them week 16 and 18.
14 and 18.
14? I thought it was 16.
14.
Week 14 and 18? Okay.
This Sunday we come back. What a welcoming home gift that's going to be.
But we're going to be tired. You think we're going to be able to stream? I might be able to stream. It's going to be remote, though. Because we land at 1 a.m. that morning.
No, I can't stream because I'm going to have to go get the dog.
Okay. Either way.
Because we can't go get the dog until a particular time, and we only have a small window for that.
But look at this. Like, honestly, we're over here talking about... I guess this is my issue right now. Everyone who's believing in the Ravens, but don't want to believe in the Steelers. I understand the Steelers don't look great. I get that. I agree with that.
Okay. I just think that the Ravens are a team that's built to win now, as opposed to the Steelers, which is a team I think that's still trying to kind of figure it out.
How the Steelers not a team to win now when they got Aaron Rodgers as their quarterback? And it's not so much to win now.
Problem.
Okay, that is honestly that is the problem. I get that. I agree with that. That is the problem. But my take on it also is like the Steelers aren't tanking.
No, I think listen, if they can get into the playoffs, the Steelers will be a formidable team to play against. You've got the experienced coach, you've got the experienced quarterback, you've got some decent weapons in DK Metcalf.
With everything the Ravens have shown you this year.
Because at a bare minimum, they have their franchise quarterback and you guys don't. You guys just
just because you have... Listen, your record says... What's that saying? You are who your record says you are? That's what the Steelers... the Steelers, yes. That's who we are. And that's also who the Ravens are.
How many games did Lamar miss this year? Didn't he miss 1 or 2 games?
He missed like 4. And wasn't he like 1-3 when he was the starter?
Hey. That's what happens with lack of preseason games. These guys use the first 4 games of the season to get into season shape. No, here's the crazy part. If you look at Mahomes running and looking.
Thank you for slide. Again, they need to get rid of the quarterback slide. I appreciate him sliding and not sliding too late, but damn, did he just throw that man out of bounds? Like, how did he get there? But my thing is, it's not so much, I understand the hesitation of people have of the Steelers. My issue is, why don't people have these same hesitations with the Ravens? Lamar has not been that good this year.
I'll be honest with you.
That he's gonna be better?
He's only played 7 games this year. But if we're gonna make the argument that Jalen Hurts,
but I think he finished 6th. Well, no. Even the 7 games that he played this year, the game that he left because of injury, they're already getting the brakes beaten off of them by the time he left. So no, that loss is on him too.
He's got 1,400 yards, 15 touchdowns, 3 interceptions.
What's his average per game on that roll?
205 yards.
205 passing yards per game? Mm-hmm. That's the quarterback that making people think, let me put it like this. I understand when we say we believe the Chiefs can do better. But at least we're being realistic about the Chiefs and saying, damn, they might not make the playoffs. Like, there's a lot more hesitation right now that people have on the Chiefs than they have on the Ravens. Meanwhile, the Chiefs have a better pedigree than the Ravens.
That part I'm with you. Yeah. That part I'm with you.
There's a lot more hesitation on the Chiefs than the Ravens. I could understand the Bills, but even now, people are starting to have some hesitations after last Thursday on the Bills. But people still believe blindly in the Ravens. And I'm like, why?
That's a good observation.
Lamar has not been good this season. I'm not saying Lamar is trash. That's not what I'm saying at all. Listen, it could be a really bad year for Lamar. It's just a down year. You know, every quarterback, you don't stay Hall of Fame caliber year in, year out. You are allowed to have 1 or 2 bad years in your career. Not everyone's Tom Brady. Not everyone is Tom Brady.
All right. You know what? Yeah. Good clarification.
Okay.
Thanks for pointing that out. Brady gradually
50%.
got better at every single decade of his playing career. He got better in his 30s. He got even better in his 40s.
But it's just like, the Ravens, for some reason, everyone acts as if Lamar hadn't played all season. When he actually started the season, got them in this hole, okay, great. He missed 4 games. Okay, cool. I get that. But if they were like 3-1 when he got injured and then, you know, they got into this hole, I'd be all with y'all. All right, cool. I'm like, Steelers, we got to definitely build up this lead because Lamar's coming back. We don't want to be 1 game ahead when Lamar gets back. No, unfortunately, we were 2 games ahead when Lamar left and came back. Now, I had wished we were able to get it to a 3-game lead, but we weren't able to. But I wasn't scared for like, oh, when Lamar comes back, we're screwed. Oh, we got to make sure the lead is insurmountable. I'm like, no, I seen the Ravens play. I seen them play. Okay.
We got shot.
There's a chance. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy or anything like that. I'm not saying that they're the bums or whatever. But this year, which is kind of leading to what we're really going into, in the AFC, anyone can win it. And good touchdown. They need to score before halftime because it was not looking good.
They got to work on the consistency, getting faster starts. They can't be starting games off slow and behind like they normally do.
Listen, you need to build some calluses. I don't know if they're trying to spot teams' points to help get the calluses because the schedule ain't giving it to them. But, all right. So back to
that's a good observation about the Ravens. I don't know why. Even myself, it's thinking, oh well, you know, last week when we were talking about, hey, if they do what they're supposed to do, they're going to be right back in this playoff hunt. I tend to look at it and say that as long as the team can make it to the dance, hopefully by then you work out whatever your bad kinks are, so that. I mean, granted, it's all on film, but by then you need to figure it out how you're going to win.
Yeah.
Just make it to the playoffs and then figure out how to win.
And right now, listen, great. I get it. Against the Jets, we were putting 35 points up. The Ravens can't even score right now. In the beginning of the season, the Steelers' issue was their defense.
The defense has picked it up.
The defense has picked up a lot since then. Right now, I just think that Aaron Rodgers is playing old and playing. I hate saying the word scared because I'm gonna be honest with you. 300-pound men are trying to hit you really, really hard.
Hey, we all saw Aaron Rodgers flip out when his own teammate was celebrating with him, and he was on some old, hey, buddy, get off me.
So like, I get that hesitation. I'm not mad at them. I'm not.
Oh,
but the thing is, if you're not willing to, don't tell me that was a touchdown.
Oh, okay. I thought that was Justin Fields throwing the touchdown.
No, Tyrod Taylor's playing. Justin Fields benched. Fields is benched. It's done. He's not getting another chance to start.
Wow.
Fields is not getting. Do you think he's getting another chance to start anywhere else?
No.
His best bet is to go to Minnesota.
No. Well,
go to Los Angeles.
We don't know that that's going to work anymore because you and I think both agreed that, hey, this opportunity with the New York Jets was a decent opportunity for him.
It was. He needs to go to quarterback
decent
whisperer,
defense. They got a running back. He's got some weapons.
He needs to go to a quarterback whisperer. Minnesota has fixed Sam Darnold. Minnesota has made Kirk Cousins look startable. He needs to go to Minnesota or he needs to go to Los Angeles. One or the other. He needs Sean McVay or Kevin O'Connell. He needs one of them. It's the truth. All right, so continuing with the whole, look at this. The Jets are up 7-0 on the Ravens. I think that's why I'm more annoyed. And I'm like, is this who y'all believe in? Over us? Why do you believe in them? It's kind of like when you're in a relationship with somebody and you're like, You gonna believe some random hoe who has Photoshop and put a picture of me with some stripper over me who's telling you it wasn't me?
Actually, listen. This is only going to add more fuel to your fire. Check out their schedule this year, right? They lost to Buffalo.
They lost to all the good teams in the beginning. They did.
They lost to Buffalo.
Lamar was there.
They beat Cleveland. They lost to Detroit. They lost to Kansas City. They lost to Houston. They lost to the Rams. Here's who they beat.
He got hurt in the Houston game, maybe? I think he got hurt in the Houston game.
That might make sense.
Yeah, and he was really getting blown out by then.
They beat Chicago, Miami.
No, he got hurt in the Kansas City game.
Fourth game, okay. They beat Chicago, Miami, Minnesota, and Cleveland. Not... No one's special, buddy.
And I get the rest of their schedules against easy teams, but easy teams right now are leading you in the game. Okay? Now...
The teams with the easy schedule. The thing is, the teams with the easy schedules, we're used to them sucking. Now the teams with the easy schedules, you know what they're doing? They're actually winning some games.
They're winning some. They're putting on film. So here's the thing. All right. So let me flip it this way now. Instead of going over teams that are actually in the playoffs, I'm gonna tell you teams who are in the hunt and what your thought is for them. We already talked about the Ravens, the Chiefs. You think they could still make it? Right now, playoff predictability or probability. If they lose this game, which I believe they're down right now, 14-0. Let me double check. Chiefs. Oh, no, they just scored. They just scored a field goal or they just scored a touchdown? Nope, they just scored a second field goal. So right now it's 14-6. So right now they're down 14-6. But right now, if they lose, their chance of making the playoffs 30%. Right now, as it stands, it's 43%. And then 59% to make the playoffs if they win this today.
The problem is, as you look ahead for them, today they're playing the Colts. They've got Dallas next week.
How you feel about them against Dallas?
Dallas is a hit or miss team. They could come out and look horrible, or they could come out and put 40 points in.
Here's where I'm kind of interested in that game. Okay? And this is actually why I'm kind of interested in the Cowboys tonight as well. The defense for the Cowboys is not great. Agreed?
Correct.
Okay. Can the Chiefs win a shootout? You say Pat Mahomes, they're supposed to. But then you think about how they've looked this year, and you're like, And honestly, that's kind of my same question I have today for the Eagles. Fine, pause on that. The Eagles offense that we talked about earlier that we're really concerned about, questioning. Can they win a shootout?
They have, at both the Chiefs and Eagles this year, have shown that they can score 30 plus points.
The Eagles have shown they can score 30 plus points once.
See, you're adding more information to my details. When I stopped there, that was a period at the end of the sentence. That was the end of the thought.
Like, no, because you're trying to lead people. Don't mislead our listeners.
I'm interpreting the stats. All I'm saying is they've both shown that they can score 40 points this year. Or 30 plus points.
Is that Caleb running? And are you... No, listen. If you don't want your quarterback hit, stop running the ball with your quarterback. Jalen Ramsey did the right thing. Did you see that play?
No.
Caleb Williams was scrambling. And then he was about to head out of bounds. Jalen Ramsey said, I'm not going to wait for you to get out of bounds. Here you go. Get out. Yeah. Look, okay?
The longer I let you keep running, you could pick up inches and yards.
Boom.
That shouldn't have been, no. I'm if there's a flag on that play.
No, there's no flag. There's no flag. The players are just fighting over it. Like, don't hit our quarterback. Then keep your quarterback in the pocket.
Tell your quarterback to run out of bounds fast.
Sooner. Exactly. That's a clean hit. Man was like way in bounds. I get it, you want to protect your mans, but no, he don't want to protect himself. He can't care about him more than himself.
The Chiefs have scored 30 or more points in 40% of the games that they've played this year.
Chiefs have scored what?
30 points or more in 40% of the games that they've played this year.
Oh, shoot. Okay, so then they can put up points.
Now, those haven't all been wins.
No, but at least they can put up points, though. Because the thing is, okay, when you play the
Cowboys, and ready? Here are the teams they did it against. The Raiders, the Lions, Jacksonville, and Baltimore.
Jacksonville's defense is mid. The Lions' defense is a little bit above mid. Depends on when they face them.
If you want to look at it a different way, the Chiefs haven't put up 25 points in a game only twice this year.
Only twice?
Only twice have they failed to put up a minimum of 25 points in a game.
Let me guess. Jaguars?
No.
Oh, they put 25 on the
The
Jaguars?
Eagles, they lost that game 20-17.
Okay.
And the Giants, they won that game 22-9.
Okay, so then in that case,
and this is what I mean. This is the weirdness of this year. It's on one hand, we can all see there's something going on with the Chiefs, but you start looking at it and looking at from a number standpoint. Well, 40% of the time they're putting up 30 points. Only
analytics.
Yeah, you start hitting them with the analytics.
Analytics.
Well, only one
Always.
time, a couple of times this year they failed to put up at least 25. So that makes you feel comfortable that hey, they're putting up at least 25 every single week.
Yes.
Now, the other way to read that is, okay, they're putting up 25. We need the defense to be holding teams to less than 25. And this is where we think the defense took a step back somehow this year. I had them in my fantasy team. Oh, speaking of fantasy team, I might be the first fantasy football player to go 0-16 or 17 for the year. I think if you were trying to do this, you couldn't do it. I'm actively trying. I'm really trying, and this is the outcome. This is nuts to me, okay? This is wild. I just want to blow this whole team up.
You might have to.
Started trading away players like, listen,
you are not in a good spot right now.
But yeah, so that's the thing with the Chiefs is, okay, hey, our eyeball test versus what the stats and the analytics are telling us is something's not adding up. Flag, it's coming back.
Is it a holding or is it defensive holding?
Always a holding when it's that.
Well, you never know. It might be back in the pocket or it might be defensive holding.
Wait a minute, are they doing highlights?
No, I think they're doing highlights.
Are they in halftime?
2-minute warning.
Oh, okay.
My fault. We were looking at the Jets Ravens. So, dang, when you put it that way, that's interesting.
It's just ready. When you're a fan, we can kind of all predict and see. Oh, is this a pick six? Is that Jonathan Jones with the Patriots and the pick six? Pat's back in the lead 14-10. That's what Marcus Jones, my fault. That's what's up, Pats. We got offense scoring, we got defense scoring. Listen.
Complimentary football.
And this is how the houses get built, okay? You're playing a veteran quarterback. You're playing a team that has the offensive weapons.
The Bengals defense is not
I don't care. You started the game down 10-0. That changes how you need to approach the game.
You can't shoot yourself in the foot and then be like, look, Ma, I can still do jumping jacks now. No, you put yourself in this position.
We're playing an NFL team. They get paid too, okay?
Listen here, Jalen Hurts. All right?
I've told you the Patriots, for some reason, they start slow. Well, okay, so ready? This is where the Bengals got to be afraid.
The agent just came out.
What?
You're like, boom.
This is where you got to be afraid because they're a second half team. See?
Boom.
I'm a root. Hey, I felt it in my bones, in my spirit.
Okay. Texans.
I don't know what to think about the Texans. Their defense is
again.
Salute. Offensively though, CJ Stroud's the man there, right?
Listen, Drake. I said Drake Mills. What's his name? Derek Mills? No.
The wide receiver?
No, the quarterback. David Mills. David Mills is the one stepping in for CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud is hurt right now. So David Mills is the one playing right now. For the past 3 games, they're 3-0. But he has not done enough to, I don't want to say warrant, but he hasn't done enough to kind of like steal the job from CJ Stroud. So yes, it is still CJ Stroud's team. The issue is, CJ Stroud, you cannot come in looking like David Mills. You need to be a little bit better, and this team is going to be really scary.
CJ Stroud wasn't blowing the world away.
No, he was not. He was not at all.
Neither is Mills, but his performances are at least
but
translating
if you were
to
watching
victories.
The game, he's missing wide open people. Like off by 10 yards.
He's a backup for a reason.
He is a backup for a reason. So, CJ Stroud, we don't need you to be a world beater. We just need you to be Man, you don't even need to do what you did rookie year.
Their schedule the rest of the way is
Giants 17-7 over the Lions. Ooh, wee. My boy Tyler is happy right now. Oh, that should be a flag. Oh, don't tell me they're getting another one. Oh, okay. I don't know what type of pass that was, Daniel Jones. That was more likely to be intercepted than anything else. You put that joint in danger.
I wish I could do replay on that because that was not the place to go with the ball. How about that?
That's when you rifle it in. It's 3rd-and-1 at that. It was a 3rd-and-1 play.
Where's your check down play? How about that?
All right, let's see the Ravens right now. They're in the red zone, 14-yard line. Lamar. Oh
my goodness.
Someone's actually said
is something wrong with him?
Well, it was a hamstring injury that kept him out, and he was out for 4 weeks. Right?
Hamstrings don't necessarily heal.
They don't necessarily heal, but at least he hasn't run. He's averaged 3 runs a game, like scrambles included. Lamar's only left the line of scrimmage average 3 times a game.
Now, part of what makes Lamar is that dual threat. If you remove that running aspect from his game, he's not a quarterback that I'm afraid is going to torch me from the pocket.
What's really interesting about that? I really do believe in that take. And you know what people have told me every time I said that take? He has gotten better as a passer every year because his passing numbers have gotten better.
He has, but that's because of the threat that he can take off and run.
Thank you. Like, people don't understand. Like, defenses are like, we'll let you beat us in the air.
Listen, no. You know what? Let's explain this in Madden. When you're playing against Lamar, you have to contain with the 2 ends. Yep. Plus, you usually got to put one of your linebackers into a spy.
Yes.
Just to feel comfortable.
Yes.
And even then, he can usually outrun the spy guy.
And then you like, you know what? If Zay Flowers beats me down the field, cool.
So be it.
I hope my corner on a one-on-one connect with safety over the top can help protect that one. But we understand. But we're more likely, because then Lamar has to make that pass. And if he makes it, great. At least he didn't scramble.
Salute to him if he can make that throw.
So he's made that throw a lot. So people believe that he's becoming a better passer. But the thing is, I'm not trying to say he's a horrible passer. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, if he does not give you the threat of running the ball no more, and teams are like, oh, okay, rush 4.
Because right now, if a team comes out and disguises something, he can beat this disguise with his speed. And this is where the pressure's coming from. I'll just run away from it. If you can't now run away from it, and you have to stand there and figure out.
But here's the question: is it can't run away from it, or does it want to?
I think
because even for the past 2 years, it felt like he's tried to scramble less to try to throw more. Ever since he signed the contract, he's been more. He wants to be more of a thrower than a runner.
That might be his inner instinct of prolonging his career. Listen, I think the NFL's been around for long enough now. We know that the running quarterback doesn't work. We know that.
Hey, Max. Calm down. There is no quarterback controversy in Houston. There is no. It's CJ Stroud. Oh, you said there's no. I thought you said there's quarterback controversy. No, there is no quarterback controversy. Yeah, no, there isn't. But we need CJ. What David Mills is showing right now, though, is the fact that we can win. CJ, don't try to put the whole team on your back. Let the defense carry you for right now. Because we all admit the Texans have a horrible offensive line. So don't put the pressure on your back that I gotta carry this team to victory. No, sometimes doing less is more. And with a defense like that, you don't have to do too much. Listen, if a backup quarterback can come in and do enough to win the game, then guess what, bro? Just do what you gotta do. Don't try to be like Josh Allen where you gotta do everything under the sun to make sure you have to score in every possession.
So that's one thing this NFL year is showing is not every team need. In a perfect world, yes, you want to have a franchise quarterback, but there's some teams that just need some functional, average or slightly above average quarterbacks to make their system work.
Yeah. And again, you don't. Being in those situations, being a game manager is not an insult. Okay, it's sometimes it's the weapons you have around you where, like, yeah, you can be great. Trust me. If you're great, your greatness will still show.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, the game manager thing. There's nothing wrong with that. You just still, as a quarterback, need to from time to time be able to deliver the ball beyond dinking and dunking.
Yes. And okay, so let's put it this way. Game manager is not a bad thing. The reason we'll know you're still good is because there'll be occasions. That was a good trick play. I'm not gonna lie. That was kind of like that hook and ladder that the Bills ran the other day. The Bengals just did a quick check down, and then Chase Brown came from underneath, and they hooked and laddered just like the Bills did. But you can be a game manager when they're like, "Yo, you know what, CJ Stroud, we need a touchdown on this drive." And guess what? Yeah, it's gonna be more pressure on you to get that touchdown, but you know you're capable of it. They'll never ask the game manager to do that. You know what they'll tell the game manager? Don't turn the ball over. Defense get us a pick six.
Don't turn the ball over. We'll kick it away. Defense, go hold them. We win this game.
Yes.
You just need to be able to, on those drives, deliver the ball where it needs to be. I think.
Just don't make boneheaded mistakes. And don't do try hard mistakes. Did you hear about JJ McCarthy?
I was just playing that around in my head. No, first of all, I thought it was weird that you have a quarterback who said that he has an alter ego that comes out.
I have no problem with that.
The problem I had with it is when you look at his stats. So wait a minute, if this is your alter ego that you're constraining and you're unleashing the beast on all of us, hey, go back to being a regular quarterback, please, because he was throwing for like 130 yards, 140. Like, wait a minute, fair.
My question is, where the hell that name come from? 9.
That's his jersey number.
Oh, is that his jersey? I thought it was 18 for some reason. I gotta take a look.
No,
he's 9. Damn. You know what that is? That's a little kid whose coach always was tired of trying to remember people's names, so he called you by your jersey number. So when he was a young kid, nah, get over here. Oh, okay.
Football players usually go by their last names or their numbers because that's easier for coaches.
Yeah. Hold on. What's happening with the Lions-Giants game? Was that Jahmyr Gibbs running? Oh, it must have been Jahmyr Gibbs running. That's crazy.
Watch Gibbs on the flat. Score. See?
Is that Gibbs? So, speaking of fantasy football, I actually did a trade in fantasy football with actually Maximilian. I gave up, let me see what the trade was. This was another keeper league and whatnot. And let me tell you what the trade was. I thought it was a pretty good trade. Kind of, I have a little bit of like buyer's remorse a little bit, but it's still a good trade. It worked out for me. Where's the trade? No, that's not me. Okay, here we go. It's up a little more. Okay. I got Jahmyr Gibbs and Josh Downs for Brock Purdy, Javonte Williams, and Isaac Tesla. And I also gave a 4th and a 6th round pick.
Oh, you gave up.
I needed a running back. I needed an upgrade on running back. Running back was really the bane of my existence on this team. So I gave up Isaac Tesla, which is really, he's going to get cut. Like, he's the 4th number wide receiver on the Lions right now. Brock Purdy, I already had another quarterback. I have Sam Darnold and CJ Stroud. So Brock Purdy was the one I was actually just trying to stash into. And Javonte Williams, I got to upgrade with Jahmyr Gibbs. Easy.
Why'd you have the buyer's remorse?
I gave up a lot of draft picks.
So that was the part of the transaction that shocked me.
But I will also say, I feel like the only thing I have a concern of is now Sam Laporta is out for the year. I don't know if you saw, but he's getting back surgery for his back. So he's out for the year. They might end up using Tesla more. And if they do, it makes it a little more concerning. But no, other than that, Jahmyr Gibbs, because my team, now, let me read my team off to you now. Again, supposed to be CJ Stroud as my starting quarterback, but I have Woody Marks and Jahmyr Gibbs, but it's really supposed to be Omari and Hampton. He's in IR. So I needed to upgrade Marks. So Gibbs, CeeDee Lamb, Roma Dunze, Trey McBride, Matt Collins, and Jalen Waddle. Exactly. The Jahmyr Gibbs helps put me up.
Play to their potential.
Yes. I could put Jalen Waddle in for Matt Collins, and then I could put Omari and Hampton in for Woody Marks. Then it's going to be Omari and Hampton, Jahmyr Gibbs, CeeDee Lamb, Roma Dunze, and Jalen Waddle. and then maybe Quentin Johnson for the flex. Not bad.
Hopefully this works out because now you're down 2 draft picks.
I'm not keeping many of the people on this team. Some of them, I drafted them too early. I drafted a lot of these people way too early where I don't want to pay that keeper price. Like, I was not going to keep Javonte Williams. I think I would have got him for a 4th round pick. Too expensive.
See, that's the thing, is trying to time when to get the right player, and then, oh shit, someone just grabbed him way earlier than they were supposed to, which throws...
And now you're scrambling because you're doing last-minute scrambles. Mm-hmm. Wait.
The Steelers, is this live or the Steelers going up 21?
Wait!
Whoa, what happened?
Yes! Yo, okay, so this is the thing that I don't
get. They just tied the score.
No, they took the lead of the score. It's now 20-14.
Oh, okay.
Here's the thing I don't get about the Steelers. Oh, it was a fake tush push. Love it. Genius. And with Gainwell, he's the right running back to do that for. He's quick. He's quick. That boy quick. Okay, here's the thing about my offense. I told you Aaron Rodgers playing scared, right? Now, one of the touchdowns was actually a defensive touchdown. Remember, recovered in the end zone. This one was a fake tush push touchdown.
So listen, anytime you have, these are the things that you need to resort to on offense, it's an indication of you're not fully comfortable with the quarterback that you have.
Okay. Now, obviously, the quarterback is Mason Rudolph. You're not supposed to be too comfortable with Mason Rudolph these things. So you got to pull these out in those situations. But you're telling me that this team can pull some plays out of its butt to really do some damage. And again, I'm like, if you, on any given Sunday come the playoffs, a play like that will be on tape, right? Now, did you burn it? Maybe. What's going to happen?
But it's on tape. Now they got to at least spend 5 minutes preparing for it. That's all that you're looking for.
Exactly. It's not going to be like, they're not going to be fully committed to stopping the fake tush push. They're going to be like, yo, listen, crap. If it goes to the right, listen, on the edge, you guys stay there. You guys play contain on the edge. It gives you that much more better chance of going up the middle. It just shows that the team has some sort of ingenuity that can actually work. And on any given Sunday where your defense is back, because I feel like the Steelers' defense has definitely redeemed itself lately. You know what I mean? They redeemed themselves lately to the point that, you know what? Okay. This offense, last year we weren't scoring 20 points.
Listen, I remember how excited you got on opening day when they came out here and put 30 on the board, okay?
Yes, and now I'm a little more back down to earth. I'm not on the copium anymore. I'm back down to earth. I'm good. But I'm still...
Seeing what some of these
just teams... get me to the playoffs, and I'm not over here worried like, oh, we don't stand a chance. Like, okay, if the playoffs started today, we are facing the Chargers. With that offensive line, the Chargers has not been good since the offensive line has been hurt. And they're not getting better. The 2 people who they lost are gone for the year. The Chargers haven't scored points lately. They really haven't.
Who do you trust more in that situation, Rodgers or Herbert?
You know what? Can I say neither?
Good answer. No, it's just I'm thinking, oh geez, look at this matchup. Herbert might come out and throw 4 picks. Rodgers might fumble a bunch of times. Like anything could happen.
It's really, I don't trust either. So at that point, I trust my defense more. My defense can put pressure on Justin Herbert, which is gonna screw him over. The Chargers defense could put pressure on Rodgers, but Rodgers still has the intellect to kind of maybe, squeeze out a play or 2.
Rodgers used to be the king of the free play.
Woo! I remember, I think it was last week when he was like, no, this is supposed to be a free play. The refs were like, no. He's like, no, it's supposed to be a free play. And they're like, nah, you thought it wrong. And I was like, ooh, is he losing his touch? I'm like, nah, I still trust him. Because on the free plays, we're getting a touchdown or it's coming right back. He was the king of, listen, if it's a free play, we're scoring
Go
or
deep.
or we're not.
Or we're
It's
improving
whatever.
our field position.
I'm gonna take the riskiest. No way.
Oh. Who's number 17?
Wandale Robinson.
Every time I look up, he's making a catch today.
Oh, listen. That man balling.
So the
right now.
Chiefs are being held to nothing but field goals in the first half against the Indianapolis Colts.
Okay. Oh, this was the other question I want to ask real quick. This game, the Colts and Chiefs, and honestly, in the chat, I want you guys to answer. Oh, looks like Maximin just put a comment in there. Let me see what this man said. You know, I need to put this laptop up closer. Actually, you know what? Let me just open it on here. Does a win mean more to the Chiefs or the Colts in this game?
The Chiefs need it more, but it would give the Colts some confidence going into their matchup later this year. Because they play them twice, right?
No, they're not in the same division. They might play them in the playoffs, but there's only one game.
The Chiefs need it more.
The Chiefs need it more?
But
okay. So, real quick, just to answer Max, yeah, do you think the Chiefs lost their fear factor? Do you think teams still fear them?
teams can see that something is a bit off with them the same way
And they're
that
trying
we
to
can.
jump on it.
And so you don't let a team that experienced figure it out. You take every opportunity you can to kick them while they're down, throw some dirt in their eye, spit in their eye, and do everything you possibly can to them. You do not let them figure it out and go on a Tom Brady and Bill Belichick-esque run. While they're struggling right now, every team needs to jump on them, get their beatings in while they can.
All right, so I think this game means more to the Chiefs. Not the Chiefs. It means more to the Colts than the Chiefs.
Okay.
This game
Convince
means
me.
a lot more for Daniel Jones than anything else.
Why?
He's kind of been on a rough slid these past two games. They haven't won because of him. They haven't lost because of him. But he's actually turned the ball over a lot lately, these last 2 or 3 games. And you need to make sure the fears of, am I reverting back to who I used to be, don't come in. And what's the best way to do that? Beat the Chiefs, where you play a perfect game. Well, again, not necessarily perfect, but not flawless, but like no turnovers.
You do more
clean.
to contribute
You
to the
clean.
win
Exactly.
than anything for us to lose.
And then if Daniel Jones gets that confidence boost back, then the Colts are actually that much more scarier.
I could see that. Because, I mean, what you would be doing is giving hope and inspiration and confidence to a young team.
Listen, when you know that you're this good, when you could possibly be like this level of good. When you believe in yourself, you actually it's like a cap breaker in 2K. You actually you actually could end up performing at this level. You know who's a prime example of that? Joe Flacco.
Our wily old veteran Joe.
Listen, before he was a wily old vet, this man somehow, this was his ceiling when he was playing. Now, yeah, he won the Super Bowl. He was playing up here.
His mind. He had one of the best runs ever by a quarterback.
And that was because of belief. That was belief.
And a bruising defense.
Yes, bruising defense, but belief. Belief can make you play out of your capabilities.
See, look at this. The lines.
I really don't like 19 on Jameis Winston. I don't like that number on him. And I used to always think that it was funny.
Oh,
okay. What happened upstairs?
She's watching the Patriots game.
I know, but aren't we watching it too? I ain't seen nothing happen.
Uh-oh. Are we ahead of her?
I don't know. But so belief just makes you play out of your mind. Oh, wait, before I was saying, I never liked when people said I don't like this jersey number on somebody. I never really seen a jersey number I never liked on a person.
You understand now?
Nah, yeah, 19 on Jameis it don't look right. And I hate the way he caught that. It looked like he hurt his knees on that one. Like his Achilles both just gave way. Bloop.
Got it to him way too late. Oh, they just pushed him off.
The other thing too? You know what other quarterback needs this too as well? Sam Darnold. Last week, you threw 4 interceptions. 4!
And his team is 7-3. Much better than the team that he left.
You threw 4 interceptions and the team somehow still had a chance to win. Actually, let me take a look because they're about to go into halftime. Let's see what's
I can't remember who they played or who they last lost to, but I remember walking away thinking, hey, Sam Darnold might have a problem with the lights when they're bright.
It might have been last week. It was the Rams.
Was that the Sunday night or a Monday night game or something like that?
I don't
Well,
know.
whoever it was, they lost, and it was one of those. Hey, lights are bright.
Yeah, and he kind of crumbles underneath the lights. Okay, so right now Sam Darnold is 9 for 15, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, no sacks. He's actually playing a really good game right now.
Game.
Yeah, it just so happens to be the Titans.
See, you like to just
can the Titans okay? Remember how I just said the same thing about Daniel Jones, and like how beating the Chiefs can kind of feed the ego, get you believing in yourself again. Can beating a bottom feeder team do that for you?
I think beating any team in the NFL should do that to you because I mean everyone's getting paid.
But you gotta believe that you're better than some teams, and like I better have done this against them. Okay, let's put it like this. Let's say you're playing Madden and Naven stops by, and Naven's just a young little kid. He's like, oh, I'll play you a Madden. You're like, all right, cool, I'll play you. And what you gonna say? He's like, I better not lose to this damn little. You don't even have an Xbox or a PlayStation.
Yeah, I'd be upset if I lost to him. Because
how would you feel if you only won by a last-second field goal?
It all depends. See, I'm a weird Madden player. I like to figure out my opponent by keeping the game simple and seeing how they react to just basic situations. Keep it simple.
Yeah. And let's say you actually like you're just barely winning and all that stuff. And you were actually sweating.
That would concern me because, hey, little pipsqueak, I have much more a deeper football knowledge than you. Like, what is going on here? Like, no, play by football rules. When it's 3rd and long, you're supposed to pass. Go deep.
Yo, but it's just like the same thing. It's like, all right, yeah, Sam Darnold. Okay, I may not have been the greatest, but it ain't supposed to be close with the Titans, though. Like,
no, but see, that's the thing. It's not only based on him. Is everyone focused that day? Or we all? What happens when the wide receiver?
Last week was him. Them picks were bad.
How many were 3?
4. You know, some of the quarterbacks. You know, the crazy thing is about games like that is that some of the quarterbacks are looking at this and they're like, "You let him play, I get benched for less." James Winston's probably looking at it like, I could do better than 4 interceptions.
4, man, come on. Y'all used to give me problems for that. Y'all let him throw 4 picks?
Okay, so I'm going to ask this one question before we go into our halftime break.
13, okay.
And I'm doing this based off of what Max Wayne just asked. So, Max, this is really a question for you. What do the Chiefs need to do to get their luster back?
Figure out what the next iteration of the Chiefs is going to look like.
What do you think it should be? If you were the GM right now, what would you do?
I believe in zigging when everybody else is zagging. So right now, if you had to describe the NFL, it's very pass friendly, it's very wide receiver friendly. I would somehow go opposite of that. Whether that be developing a more consistent ground game, or instead of playing the deep ball game, develop remember how the Patriots used to use Edelman as a substitute running game, quick passing game?
Yep.
Go back to that.
Would you sign Breece Hall in the offseason?
Breece Hall gives them a home run hitting potential, even though he's a little bit older now. He's got a little bit wear and tear, but he gives them a home run hitting potential.
He's still in his rookie deal. When you say older, I just want to make sure you know that he's still in his rookie deal. Although
in running back years, you make it to your second contract, you're doing backflips. If I were going to add him, I would also look to add a bruising style between the tackles type of back.
You think Najee Harris could be back on the market after this season? Torn Achilles?
If I could get Najee Harris and Breece Hall in my backfield, yes. If I were the Chiefs and I could pull that off, hey, Najee between the tackles, early downs runner, and then we bring Breece in. He can run.
Breece is not going to be a third down back only.
This is where you have to find 2 players who are willing to take the Sonic and Knuckles approach that is going on in Detroit.
Najee might be okay with that.
Najee's later in his career. He needs to understand that he's not
especially off the Achilles injury.
This would be prolonging your career, not making you an every down back.
David Montgomery.
Is he going to be available?
No, I'm saying.
Oh, that's style. Yes.
Being a David Montgomery. But in that case, David Montgomery is the third down bruising back. and Jahmyr Gibbs is so Brees Hall would be the first and second, and then
Najee
Najee would be
would-
spelling him. Which coming off the ACL injury might
That's
be the
not
best way
bad.
to do it. Yeah, that's not
Gives
bad.
them a chance to kind
And
of
you do it on a 1-year deal so that you can kind of then get back on the market.
build up
next
your
year.
market value.
Yeah, yeah.
First year off of the
Again,
kids.
I love Najee. I want nothing but the best for Najee. I do believe he kind of got kind of the short end of the stick with the Steelers. Not so much so that the Steelers thing, but the Steelers were not. The offense we have right now is not for a bruising back, and that's the issue. When we drafted him, we were looking for a bruising back running back. Now we're not looking for a bruising back running back. The Jalen Warren is not a home run hitter, but he's kind of more shiftier and faster than Najee. Like, we don't need the Brandon Jacobs running back. We don't need the David Montgomery. We're not looking for that right now. So that's where I feel like he kind of got the short end of the stick. All right, so we're about to go into halftime, but before we do, you hope the Chiefs never get it back. Why can't you say Mahomes? I can't stand his wife, no offense, or his brother, but Mahomes ain't doing nothing to me. I ain't got no problems with Mahomes. All right, so before we go to halftime, just to give you guys a quick score recap, and if you guys want to go watch a game right now, the Minnesota and Green Bay are back from halftime. But score is 17-13, Patriots over the Bengals. 2017, Giants over the Lions. Ooh, the Lions coming back. 6-10, Packers over the Vikings. Again, they're back from halftime. Seattle, 16-3 over the Titans. 14-9, Colts over the Chiefs. This is really the game I'm going to be focused on for the second halftime. And the Jets over Baltimore 7-3. I pray the Jets beat the Ravens to and again, it's not so much that, okay, as a Steelers fan, I'm never rooting for the Ravens, but I kind of just want it so that the sports media takes can just stop. Like, just stop. The Ravens are not that good. Because and this is the last thing I'm going to say before we go to halftime. My Steelers are struggling against teams like this, and you guys are like, the Steelers aren't that good, the Steelers aren't that good, the Steelers aren't that good. The Ravens are struggling against teams the same way. The Ravens are great. Just wait till Lamar and them get it all clicking, and they get all on the same page. Why can't we get that same benefit? All right, I'm out of here.
Well.
Yeah, no, I'm tired of the Ravens' love. Like, they can mess up, but they can't do no wrong. It's like, honestly, not understand how people feel about Josh Allen.
It's like having a sibling, huh? The younger sibling. And this younger sibling gets to do everything that you didn't get to do.
This is annoying. But anyway, guys, we'll be back. I don't have the timer set up right now, so you just hear music. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. So we see you guys around 2:50 Eastern, all right? 2:50. Or should I say 6-7?
Some teacher took their kids to a college basketball game, bunch of middle school kids, and when they took them to a girls' basketball game. Mm-hmm. And when the score hit 67, these kids all lost their minds. You would have thought that it was a championship one. It's like, all right, you kids are taking this way too far.
Right away, they can still hear you, right? I didn't mute the mics yet. They heard everything you just said.
Oh, it was a good. Black Friday football. How do I feel about it? You know what? Gone are the days where people have to wake up and go sit outside stores to shop.
People don't do that no more. It was a big hype before the pandemic, but then after the pandemic, during the pandemic, it got ruined, and then after that, it got even worse.
So, truth be told, yeah, I'll stay home and while I'm watching football, I'll scroll and do my shopping on Amazon.
And then Jigba got a touchdown. Derrick Henry got a touchdown when we were gone. Emmanuel Wilson really got a touchdown again, too. Ooh, good catch. Damn, that was a little aggressive. All right, yo, we are back. What's good? You miss us? Yo, what's good? The two Haitian football aficionados.
Hey.
Actually, that's the wrong word I should be using.
Aficionados.
No, because we Haitian. So what are we in that case? We Haitian, Basim. Kiss Allah. I don't need aficionados. I don't want to call us the Haitian Zos of football. What are we?
We'll get back to you. We'll work on it.
The football buzz. What's going on? All right, so we're back. We missed a little bit of gameplay while we were gone. So since that's the case, let me give you guys an update on the scores. We got Pittsburgh over Chicago, 21-17. Pittsburgh with the ball. We got New England over Cincinnati, 17-13. Patriots with the ball. Giants over the Lions, 2017. Lions with the ball. Correction. Giants with the ball. They just punted it off. Actually, let me just make sure it was a punt. Yeah, it was a punt. And we got the Green Bay Vikings. Green Bay with the ball, 17-6 over the Vikings. 23-3 over the Titans. Seattle up with the ball. Colts, 17-9 with the ball over the Chiefs. And the Ravens, I think they just scored a touchdown. Yep, they just scored a touchdown. And they're about to kick off.
See, Baltimore being Baltimore again. They're going to walk away with this win.
No, but they're only up 10-7, and it was the first possession of the third quarter. Let's see what happens. All right. But yeah, no. So nothing new happened between the last time we were on the camera to now. So I want to continue the conversation about playoffs and focus on the NFC side.
Oh, shoot.
All right. So NFC side of the playoff picture. I'm not going to talk about the Eagles yet because they're going to be a massive conversation, so we'll go back to the next one. The Rams.
Matthew Stafford has impressed me. The way they were talking about him in the offseason, I thought...
Someone came out and put a theory like, this was just him saying, I didn't really want to participate in training camp. And honestly, with how he's playing, I believe it. Bro. Because I'm like, yo, bro, listen, if it's your back, one good sack, you're gone for the year. And he's gotten hit, and his season is not done. I don't want to call it fake news, but he was just like, my back's kind of tight.
8-2, one of the best records in the NFL. Can't.
MVP favorite. I don't know if you saw that.
Rightfully so.
I think he's gone with like 14 touchdowns, no interceptions in this streak right now. Listen, he hasn't thrown an interception since like week 2 or 3.
I'm happy that Matthew Stafford has found himself on the team that he's on because for years you felt bad for the man.
You know, for the proof on that one, this season, last week, I believe, or it was the week before last, the first time his career record has been over 500. 2 weeks ago, he got to a 500 record of like 156 and 156. And then last week when he won, he's now 157 and 156 and 1.
Oh, so being with the Rams is absolutely resurrected his careir to the
I don't want to say resurrected because his career is still on the twilight stages. Like, he's about to retire sooner rather than later.
So what? But he's still performing at a...
It has brought him to Hall of Fame conversations.
I support that. Listen, I don't know what they were doing in Detroit all those years. They had him and Megatron, and they were just never able to do anything else.
They needed Dan Campbell. Because honestly, you know when we talk about organizational issues, we talk about the Browns and whatnot. Yeah. It takes, and right now, there's nothing changed in the Lions organization other than Dan Campbell.
So it took them a while, but they seem to have the right coach that fits the culture that they want, and they're trying to build there.
Yeah. And yeah, no, I honestly don't have anything to add. Like honestly, the Rams are interesting. They are though a heavily injured team. That is a concern for
They're
me.
one injury away from this all blowing up.
Not even just Matthew Stafford. Puka's always hurt.
He gets the ball a lot and gets hit a lot.
Devontae Adams is really, really old. But he did get his 100th touchdown.
Aging, dependable wide receiver.
No, 1,000th catch. He got his 1,000th catch, which was also a touchdown. Interesting fact. All right. Chicago Bears. Now, I will give you...
They're in the hunt?
They're number 3. They're number 3 in the playoff picture. They lead the NFC North. And they have a 1-game lead over the Packers.
The Bears have gone from 4-3 to 7-3.
Yeah, they're on the 3-game winning streak. No, I feel like they're on a more than 7-game winning streak. I think they're... Yeah, no. Wait. Hold on. What is it? They are on a...
No, 3-game winning streak.
Okay, it's a 3-game winning streak. Okay.
But, okay, let's say this. They've won 5 out of their last 6 games. Or they've won 7 out of their last 9 games. They're on a pretty good run.
I still don't believe 100% in Caleb. Look at those scores. Pretty low scoring, right? If I'm not mistaken.
There's a 47-42 win there.
Against who?
Oh, I'm sorry. They won that game. Cincinnati.
Okay, yeah. That was the game when Cincinnati, when the offensive players were like, defense, you just got to close out the game. Oh, my God. And then, but it's not been great. Like, listen, the offense has been okay. The offense has not been great.
Based on them bringing in Ben Johnson, what everyone was looking for is for Caleb Williams to at least look more like a... Oh, man.
We got spoilers upstairs.
Spoiler alert.
There's no way he makes a touchdown on this play. How far ahead is she?
I don't know.
My fault. People are watching the game upstairs and we can hear them and it's like, wait, hold on. There must be a touchdown coming up, but we don't see a touchdown yet.
So anyway, the Bears, Caleb Williams, I think what the league was looking for with the coach that he has right now is that he took a step forward. That it looked functional and it didn't look as bad as it has over the past couple of years. And I think to a certain degree they're seeing that. It doesn't look pretty, but the mere fact that they're sitting at the top of their division tells a story.
I don't like how the offense is not. There we go.
There we go.
Dang, she's up like 4 minutes. Refresh the page. I feel like the offense is... I don't know what to make of the offense. The defense is solid enough. And Caleb is winning these games. Okay, remember how I mentioned before, like, the same way you win one possession games, you can lose one possession games? I think they're like 7-0 in those type of games this year alone. Or is it 5-0? I feel like I saw that stat. Let me pull it up.
Well, as a quarterback, he's 13 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He's ranked higher. So, who's he keeping company with? Unlike Jalen Hurts, he's keeping company with Bo Nix, Baker Mayfield above him, just below him, Joe Flacco, Mac Jones.
That's still not that doesn't strike any fear in anybody right now. All right, hold on. So I'm going to read you this. Regular season, they lost that one. So they're let me see, this one was a 1-point game. Let me ask you this. How often have you heard of a final score of 25-24?
That's an odd number.
Yeah, they've done it twice.
3 touchdowns and a field goal.
1-score game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're 5-1 in 1-score games this year. And a few of those were last-minute drives with the field goal kicker. You can't, again, and I hate to sound like that type of guy, but like when you have 1-score games, I can't fully believe in you when you have so many 1-score games in your record. Because the same way you won those is the same way you could lose them.
I think you don't want to build a
reliance.
Correct. I think learning how to win in close games is important because you're not going to blow teams out every single week. It's important for you to learn how to win within a field goal or in less than a touchdown, or to move your field down the field to give them a chance at. So I think that's very important. If he comes back next year now and they're still on this trajectory of, hey, they're winning games, but then that's showing you, in my opinion, lack of development. You're doing just enough to keep us here. We need you to do more to make sure that we win, not just barely win or not have to always rely on this drive. We need to win.
But when some people, on the other side of it be like, oh, it shows resilience. It shows that you need to know how to win games sometimes and whatnot. Like, I just can never be fully invested in a team who wins games by the skin of their teeth. You got to blow some out. I have no problem if throughout the season you had 3 close games. But you got to have some blowouts. And the only blowout they have is 31-14 against Dallas. And I don't even know if you want to consider this 26-14 against the Saints. That's it. Those are the only ones that's like a double-digit win. Damn.
Well, let's not forget. Okay, who's the team that you think is good this year? Let's look at the Colts because that's kind of the easiest one.
Okay, yeah. I believe the Colts are good. What about them?
Let's see how many double-digit wins they've had. That's 1.
Oh, no, they've had a few.
2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of their wins have been double-digit wins.
Yeah. How many you said? 5? 4 or 5? 5. Okay, so 5 out of 12? 5 out of 11.
I think it's good when you can blow teams out. It's just that blowing teams out is not realistic when it comes to the playoffs.
It's not, but it also shows that you know how to use your strength to the best of your ability. Blowing a team out is not so much about blowing the team out. It's about, listen, leveraging my strength to know that this can carry us to win a game handily. If we're a team focused on the running game, oh, go JT, go JT! I got him in fantasy. I need him more. When you take a look at the Colts. Okay, cool. If we actually focus on running the ball only, can we really win the game and win it handily? Yes. Because JT be having 3 touchdown games. Okay, cool. Now, let's see if we can just get our pass game up to snuff. And then, because what ends up happening when you're in a close game, and it's really close, and you're like, the pressure's up. You know what? Our running game we know can work. Hand the ball off. Even though we're down 2 touchdowns, give the ball to Jonathan Taylor. Next thing he breaks an 80-yard run. You go for a 2-point conversion. It's a 1-possession game. We need to get down the field for a field goal. We know our running game works. We know our passing game works. And that's kind of the problem with the Chiefs right now. What is their strength?
Outside of quarterback, but
he can't throw away and catch the ball. Half the strength.
Exactly.
Run the ball. And
when you don't have a strength, you lose close games.
Yeah, what is it that you do that they have to actually prepare for this week? And yeah.
Like, it's really that straightforward.
The interesting thing about the Colts as we're watching them right now, they're on the screen. They don't have any wide receivers in, say, the top 20, but all 3 of their wide receivers are somewhere in the 20 to 30 range.
Yes,
and they all have
the running back who's number 1
yards,
and they have the running back who's number 1.
So they're clearly a run-first team that spreads the ball out the rest of the time.
They understand their strength and they go straight into it. And it's like, stop our strength. And if you do stop their strength, the other thing is they're not too heavily reliant on the running back, where you got the 3 wide receivers who can get you to 600 yards.
So they're a team where you can't judge their wide receivers on the fact that they're not yet 1,000-yard receivers. Ooh, what?
I was like, what the hell was that? He was just throwing it away. I thought he overshot him, like he thought John Taylor was going to cut up field or something.
So you can't necessarily judge the Colts on the production of their wide receivers because hey, the type of game and the system that they run is more run reliant, and the wide receivers just kind of fill in the blanks from there. They all have to remain a threat.
I'm sorry, I just gotta take a look at my fantasy team.
Chris Jones looking old.
Drake May in the first quarter had like 0.14 fantasy points.
I'm telling you, the Patriots are a second half team. And look,
did they score in the first second? Is this the first drive of the second half for them? Because they did not score.
Oh, he came through.
They went for it.
Untouched.
They went for it. I think this is the first time they haven't scored in the first possession of the second half.
Probably.
Yeah.
Now I don't know. I take the points. Make them have to go down the field and score a touchdown. I take the 3 points there. What they did was go for it, and now they're saying they trust their defense enough.
And they also don't trust that of the offense to march down the entire field 99 yards. But the thing is, you got to stop saying that they got to march the field down 99 yards. That's not what it is anymore. They got to march the field down, 55 yards? That's to get in field goal range. Minimum. These kickers are kicking 60.
Who's the field that just hit the 60-plus yard field?
Cam Little for the Jaguars. And you know what the crazy thing is? You let your Haitian out again.
Yeah, that is.
And you know the crazy thing is? During the preseason, he kicked a 70-yarder. He was the one who kicked the 70-yarder in the preseason. But it doesn't count because it was a preseason game. I feel like that one, it should count. Not so much. Field goal kicks should count. Like, there's no second string field goal kicking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But nonetheless, I digress. This ball better go to Jonathan Taylor for a touchdown. First half, they only had 25 rushing yards, and they were still beating the Chiefs. That's the part that I'm talking about. But anyway.
I'm going to be honest with you. For the 20 years that Tom Brady was at the helm of the Patriots, I don't feel like any team ever came and played against the Patriots like, nah, we got they're on the downward spiral. We got this. It's just weird watching this happen with the Chiefs. If we all are looking at Patrick Mahomes as the current him of the NFL, I guess they're not even really being blown out 17-9, but we're just not used to seeing this.
The offense is not working. 3 field goals is a failing offense. Hold on. They just scored a touchdown.
Yo, where are all these?
The Bears just scored a touchdown.
See, I think I left it on this game because this is the one where I'm
not. No, are you on the game? Or
I'm
you're
not in red
zone? Oh, shoot, we're not in red zone. That's crazy.
No, that's not what I meant to do.
Escape.
What? Oh, speaking of which, YouTube, I got a problem with you. They got rid of the mini player button. And so now you have to go a whole different route to minimize your screen.
Really?
There used to be a little button here that you just hit, and they changed that.
Oh, wow. That's annoying.
Now I have to right click, or it's just
that's not ideal. By the way, you see my hat says Aloha? Yeah. You know Aloha means hello and goodbye.
That's interesting. Hey, keep it easy.
Yeah. So, this is, since we're not live next week, goodbye.
Sending subtle messages.
Subtle messages, yeah. Listen, y'all can come on the YouTube channel next week. What did Magic Johnson say? I ain't gonna be here. Yo, damn, that was a little rough on the throat. Yo, okay, so we're talking about the Bears. I'm saying I don't fully believe in them. The Buccaneers. And the Buccaneers have I believe, a one-game
Let's talk about the Bucs, because you know what? The Bucs started the year off so strong.
Actually, the Bucs were the example I really wanted to use for you. The Bucs started the year 4-0 on one possession, game-winning field goal games.
Baker Mayfield was in MVP conversations.
He was clutch. And then right now, they've lost like the last 3 games in the same manner. Again, just proof. You can't live by last-second games.
The only caveat to that is the fact that the Bucs have been dealing with injuries all year long.
Yeah.
Mike Evans, Godwin's still
but
trying to come back from a hamstring.
You were still having one-possession games. And I'm not going to say luck, because luck favors the prepared. But you can't keep treating luck as, my rebound chick week in, week out. Oh,
I don't. I'm not. I know I'm not looking at the Bucks as the same threat that I was looking at them early in the season. I mean, they still do have Baker Mayfield, who he'll fight and keep you in games. He's not going to give up on you.
Let me ask you a question. Right now, they have a 1-game lead. They're 6-4, and the Panthers are 6-5. So they have a half-game lead on the Panthers. What chance do you give the Panthers of making the playoffs?
I do not fully yet believe in the Panthers. To steal a word that was floating around this week, I think they're fool's gold.
You think the Panthers are fool's gold?
Well, I'm pulling up their schedule now to see who they built. I don't think they fully understand what they have in Bryce Young yet. Mm-hmm. And until they figure that part of the equation out, I don't know that they can realistically move forward. Do you believe in Bryce Young? Do you think he's in? Now, take the 400-yard game. I don't know what to
do with Bryce Young.
Take the 400-yard game last week out of the equation. I think, didn't he throw for 4? Yeah, he threw for 448 last week. He set a franchise record for most passing yards. So
I don't know what to make of Bryce Young. And I was talking to AJ, who's the Panthers fan. He was on the draft stream. And I asked him, like, bro, what do you want to do? Would you? Okay, you know what? Bryce Young is literally the prime. When did the Ravens get to 17? Damn. Pissed me off. The Panthers are the prime example of when, remember when I told you as a GM, you can't not sign your quarterback without a backup choice? But right now, like Bryce Young is like, do I want to sign him to a long-term deal? Or do I not? Right now, if you're the GM, do you sign him to a long-term deal? You could franchise tag him. Well, 5th-year option.
Oh my God. So let's pay him $50 million next year. And we're not sure about him.
I'm not sure about him.
Well, one could make the argument
but that's the reason of the franchise tag.
Avoid giving him a long-term commitment if you're not sure. That way he doesn't ruin your salary cap moving forward.
He's not even putting a good season together. He's been having up and down games.
So in the same season, he threw for a franchise record 448 yards. He also won a game in which he threw for 102 yards.
And we killed Justin Fields for that.
So what do we have here exactly? I think this needs to start happening a bit more. No, I don't sign him to a long-term contract because I think a lot of times what happens.
Okay, so then what do you do? You let him walk?
Yeah. Nobody's going to trade for him because they have all of this tape for him, right? Let him walk. Let him willingly go into a Minnesota Vikings offseason program.
Okay, I'm going to phrase this question. And, you know, maybe this could be a topic that we do and then we could just upload it midweek. So pretty much how you feel about him is how I feel about Kyler. I don't know what you would want, if you trade Kyler, what you would want would be a first-round pick.
The difference is I think Kyler has probably shown a bit more.
He has shown a bit more, but he's also shown really bad tape. As of lately. Because NFL, as much as you show me what you can do, it's a lot of what have you done lately, and lately he has not done anything.
And truth be told, even Kyler, I don't know that I resign. Listen, I'll give you a 1 year.
Well, no, he's not up for resigning.
He's not up. He's isn't he about to start a brand new contract? Or
no, but he's cuttable by, if you cut him by June 1st, they save. I think they just have 1 year of a cap penalty that really kills them. After that, it's all done. Kind of like the Russell Wilson with the Broncos.
Gotcha.
We just bite this bullet for $40 million this year, and the next year we are free of him, and we could start over.
I think this needs to start happening some more. If you're not 100% sold on your quarterback, you know what? End of the contract, just let him walk.
It needs to happen, but the issue is
he's going to sign somewhere and play well. So I was looking at the upcoming draft.
Mm-hmm.
Not all of these, I can't remember what the number I came to, but a lot of teams are not looking for quarterbacks next year.
Okay, we'll look at the draft order right now. So
Tennessee's not going to draft a quarterback.
Tennessee's number one. They're not drafting. Are we 100% sure?
Yeah, because you're at least going to let Cam Ward play out his rookie contract before you just go ahead and draft and bring somebody else in.
You want to know something funny? There was a team that did not let the rookie that they drafted, like almost number 1 overall, if not top 3, finish out their rookie year, and they drafted another quarterback the very next year. Do you know what team that was?
The Packers?
No,
The Chiefs?
no, the Cardinals. I think they drafted Josh Rosen like with a top 3 pick, and the next year they drafted Kyler Murray again with a top 3 pick.
Oh, that loosely sounds familiar.
Hold on, let me pull up the exact numbers. Josh Rosen draft pick. So Josh Rosen was chosen 10th overall in 2018. Okay, and Kyler Murray was chosen 1st overall in 2019.
So they immediately pulled.
They pulled the plug and they traded Josh
I don't
Rosen
think that's
to the Dolphins.
Now, again, Josh Rosen didn't go on to have necessarily a legendary career. So
He did not. So therefore, there's no punishment for taking that risk. But so let me ask you this: if you're an owner of an NFL team, and the GM tells you like we gotta let Bryce go, and then Bryce goes over and has a Pro Bowl after Pro Bowl after Pro Bowl career. Then
I have the wrong people running my football operations.
So you fire them.
Yeah.
So now what ends up happening is those GMs and those coaches would rather that player stay on my team and go into oblivion than go and succeed somewhere else. And that's what we all believe and hope is happening to Shedeur Sanders. Chat, let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know if my opinion is not right. Let me know if because that is, I guess I would have to be able to, okay, you know what? No. Prime example. We actually kind of seen something very similar to this just in the NBA. Nico Harrison.
Oh, listen, I wanted to talk to you offline about that. Did you hear the recent rumors of how he essentially jockeyed for position, locked out Mark Cuban, and kind of had a direct line to the ownership, which is what led to Luka Doncic being traded? This blew my mind.
Mark Cuban sold the team because he was like, yo, some fugazi stuff is going on and whatnot. Yes, he sold his stock in it. But it's kind of the same thing. Yo, we don't need Luka. We don't, first off, I don't know why he thought we don't need Luka. Anyone who watched basketball, and you don't even need to be a savant of basketball to know, like, that white boy cold.
Y'all were better with him than without him.
But he somehow was like, yo, you know what? We don't need him. And ownership was like, all right, fine. If you really believe we don't, I'm going to let you do it. Everyone in America disagreed with that decision, except for Nico Harrison. But we see what Luka's doing right now. And then as a result, the GM got fired. And that's why GMs are kind of, I do not want to let talent walk out the door.
That Nico Harris, it's just such an interesting story. From what I read this week in the details, Pablo Torre shared some of this as well.
Pablo Torre
is going to get a hit put out on him. He is running around and pointing the finger and telling us everything that we want to know about every transaction and everything that's ever taken. Listen, Pablo got to be careful.
Listen, he is old school journalism. Old school journalism used to tell you stuff that they did not want you to know. Nowadays, insiders report stuff when they're told, okay, you can leak that for us. They never report stuff against people's wills. Prime example, remember Kyler Murray's contract when it said something about that you got to study for 4 hours a day or whatever it is?
Stop playing Call of Duty on that, Kyler.
So I think it was Ian Rappaport who broke that. And then he was talking about how when he found it, he reached out to the Cardinals, was like, yo, is this really in the contract? And they told him, yeah. Then he's like, okay, cool, I'm going to have to bring this up in NFL. They told him, don't do it. And then he said, guys, someone's going to find this sooner or later. So I might as well. And he's like, I didn't burn bridges, but I ruffled feathers by breaking this news. It really did not please upper management that this got leaked out. But contracts are public information. But you're telling me insiders, in order to keep your insider connections, you don't want to burn bridges. You never want to burn sources. But sometimes you just got to let some stuff out. Like you can't, it's not a scoop if it's allowed to be leaked. That's not a scoop. That's really what's wrong with media nowadays. It's like we're being told what they want us to know. No, journalism used to be, we're letting you know, listen, I might get killed for this, but listen, rest in peace to all those Boeing people, whistleblowers. Y'all died for a good cause, and we will never know what you died for. We wonder why, because Boeing makes so much money, they killed you, and they buried the evidence.
History is written by the victors. If I win, I get to retell the story. I get to tell the story the way I want it to be perceived.
Yo, so like, Pablo Torre, bring journalism back.
He's gonna. He needs to be careful because he's telling stories across all sports.
Remember when he broke the news that the NFL colluded against Lamar Jackson? And then we're just all like, what?
Huh?
And then
it was true.
Like, what? Yo, thank you, Pablo.
I appreciate his reporting. He's just out. Who is that? Will Campbell? Some Patriots offensive.
I don't know who it was. They got a face over the towel, blocking the numbers and everything. I can't tell who it is. I would hope it's not Will Campbell. For your sake.
Tell me about it.
The Bills would have been like, wait, we got a chance. Oh, okay, so right back. Kyler Murray and what just happened?
Is the score 24-21 Bears?
Yeah, they scored a touchdown, 25-yard touchdown.
And see, this is what I mean about Caleb Williams is this year, no matter what you think, they look like a different team.
They do.
They look like a more functional team. He doesn't seem to be see with the accusations of, hey, he might be dyslexic, and they're not putting in the work to help him see. Wasn't that the concern last year that he might have been dyslexic? And
I ain't never heard nothing about that. That's the
he was
first
reading defenses backwards or something, and that's why that's one of the things that I read online. If I'm wrong, blame the internet. he may be dyslexic, and he wasn't getting the work put in with him with the then coaching staff to kind of work through that.
If that is true, then that's a shame on the coaching staff. You know how before I'm like, it's not all on the coaching staff, not all on the coaching staff. If he literally has a dyslexia problem and that's kind of impeding, then yes, you kind of do have to hold his hand a little more than you would for a normal quarterback. And if you don't want to hold his hand for that, don't draft the man.
I would be cautious there because is this something that he's aware of? In college, a lot of these guys that make it to the NFL could still get by off of just pure athletic ability. I'm still faster than you in college.
No, but during the whole pre-draft process, you would have figured out this man is dyslexic.
Or you would look at him as a 20-year-old who needs help developing his understanding of defenses.
Fine. But you would have found. Listen, if you're an NFL team and you can't find out.
What year is this for him? This is year 3?
2. Year 2. Drake May, year 2. Both same class.
And you know what? Maybe you would have discovered this somewhere along the lines in year 1.
No, you would have discovered this during the pre-draft process. Listen, even his academic grades, when you're dyslexic, I don't want to say, it's a note on your academic, not portfolio.
Transcript type
Yeah,
thing.
thank you. That's put on there. So, again, if you never knew, shame on you for not doing due research.
Because you know what? The NFL looks into these people's backgrounds. They know
Exactly.
who they were hanging out with.
Whatnot. So I'm not going to fully buy this. All right, you know what? Yeah, you're right. You got me sold.
No, but again, and it's okay for you to be dyslexic. But if he is dyslexic
it's
and
up
that
to
was
the
the problem,
coaching staff,
then you know this is what it is. So you know you got to handhold him a little more than you would your average quarterback.
Not even more. I would say differently. You just have to.
Yeah, differently.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to do more work with him than you would with a normal
yeah.
quarterback. Because I'm like, hey, listen, I need to make sure you understand that when we say the X is doing a cross, you didn't hear, you don't see, that's probably a bad one. When I say a cross, you don't see cut or something like that.
Correct. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because then if you're expecting a cross and he runs a cut, then that's really going to be a disconnect. So if that is true in any way or shape, that's bad. But anyway, the back to the Panthers and if they should sign Bryce Young long term. Whoa! He said enough. He said enough.
So see, that's what I expect a 7-3 team to do to a 1-9 team. 30-19 in the fourth quarter.
Yes. But the issue is now we also need to see you doing something better than what you did last year against another playoff contending team.
Yes.
Yeah. Last week was not good at all.
Is this another trick play? Yep.
To Jameis?
Oh!
Oh, Jameis! Move them legs, boy!
Oh, Jameis!
Move them legs!
Oh!
Yo, let's go!
He's never gonna stop celebrating this.
Yo! Jameis, bro! Yo! Oh my God!
And this is the problem. See, now they're gonna win this game. Which is gonna ready. They're number 2 in the draft going into today. Now they're gonna potentially win this game. That was a great play.
Oh my God!
I thought he was gonna take off running. Then he gave up on throwing the ball. Who was that?
I don't know if that was one. I don't know who threw it. I don't
Number
know.
80?
It wasn't Wandell. I don't know who threw it. That's a hell of a play. Oh, that's a hell of a play.
Shout out to these offensive coordinators that's still coming up with trick
Gunnar
plays.
Gunnar Olszewski threw that touchdown pass.
Former Patriot.
Yes, he is a former Patriot. Actually.
Former Patriot. Oh, Gunnar.
Will Campbell is the one who got carted to the locker room.
Hey, for a guy with small hands, I think he's done a good job protecting Drake May this year. I can't say that one of the concerns that we have in the Patriots is Drake May getting hit too much. So shout out to him.
Mm-hmm.
Coming in, they were accusing him of having... Listen, during the NFL draft, the funniest conversations start happening. They accuse this man of having small hands for a left tackle, and that in the history of left tackles...
Short arm.
Yeah, they call... Yeah, okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Short arms. They were calling them T-Rex. Like,
Yeah. That was actually a thing. But
I don't know.
Okay, so oh my God.
Hold on, is T. Higgins eat today with? No. Okay, 155
Mason
fish
Rudolph,
out.
I need you to figure some stuff out. So Bryce Young.
I'm not resigning him, and I'm sorry. I bring back not signing players that we
Would
draft.
you at least do the 5th-year option next year?
Yes, because the 5th-year option is still going to be significantly less than what the average quarterback play is. And if he continues to play this bad, it helps the team out because it gives us a higher draft pick. So, hey, we're going to give you the full 5 years so that we can be sure that we're wrong on you. But if your 5th year sucks, it helps us out because it gets us a better draft, puts us in better draft position. Where are they right now? They're a playoff team, so they wouldn't even...
They're not a playoff team yet. They are outside looking in. Go back up. I think they were 16. They're 16th pick right now. So, okay. I approve of the, we don't have to sign every quarterback back. Don't tell me the Jets fumbled the ball. All right, Silas, you guys really need to step it up.
And this is the problem. The Ravens keep doing things like this. They play the first half where we're sitting here like, yo, really? It's 0-0. They're 7-7 to something with the Jets. And then they come out and the defense make a couple of plays. The offense makes a couple of plays. And all of a sudden the score is 20-10 with about 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Brees Hall is pissed.
Rightfully so. I traded him off my
And
fantasy
you're in the
football
red
team.
zone. Look at this. Right there to the end zone.
Fam, just go down. Just go.
Well, he's 2 yards from the end zone. He's trying to get in there. Damn. You know how that would have been 17-20?
There are certain teams that you could do that against. The Ravens, the Steelers are not a team that I would... Those teams that have that defensive identity, Ravens...
Okay, we're in the fourth quarter here. All right.
Whoosh.
Okay, before we go into that one. Yeah. We're going to go talk about that one. I kind of want to wrap up the Bryce Young.
Bryce Young. I'm not resigning him. Sorry, I'm picking up his 5th-year option.
I like the idea of letting quarterbacks go. Because you know what contract he's gonna want? He's gonna want over 55 a year, or maybe 50 to 57.
He's gonna want to be at a bare minimum close to market value.
Yes,
even though he's
and
not.
Market value is expensive.
I have a player who...
Okay, hold on. We're going to make a clip right here. And I'm going to do this one a little later today. So right here. Here's the question, all right? And we want you guys to answer in the... I'm looking at the wrong screen. I want you guys to answer in the comments. Bryce Young, or better yet, Bryce Young is the example. Do you let quarterbacks walk? Do you give him a let's say $57 million a year? Do you give him a $57 million a year contract, or do you just do a 5th-year option one time, then let him walk after that, depending on how he performs. Your take.
I'm picking up his 5th-year option just so that, again, now we have 5 full years of tape on you. You haven't necessarily developed the way that we wanted. Maybe part of that's on us not getting you the plays, but you're being looked at as a franchise player who can help elevate us. If we have 5 full years on you and you're not turning the corner, I'm just going to let you walk. That's it. Let you walk. I'm picking up the 5th-year option, and if in that 5th year now, you're not taking some type of leap, listen, I was okay with you taking baby steps during your contract. Now, if in year 5 I pick it up and you're not taking a major leap, sorry, at the end of that, I let you walk. And if you're the same disaster that you've been for the 4 prior years, I'm likely going to walk away with a higher pick in the draft. So it's kind of a win-win for all parties.
All right, so pretty much what he's saying is let quarterbacks walk again.
Hell yeah.
Hold on, has that ever been a thing? Has people... I can't remember the last time a team let a quarterback, other than Kirk Cousins, just let him walk. Like, not trade, not anything. It's just like, we're not going to re-sign you. Go to the market.
Too much pride that they got. I think these teams are dealing with too much pride with... But he was injured.
But he was injured, yeah.
He was injured. So you could see a team... neck problem as well for a quarterback. It was a neck problem for him, right?
Yeah.
So neck problem for a quarterback where... it's all thrown the ball. So I think that should be a norm. Hey, we drafted you. We thought you were a franchise quality quarterback.
Listen.
I'm just going to let you walk away.
I feel like it should be accepted to... Is that Jahmyr Gibbs? Run, boy! Let's go!
They're making it a game.
They're making it again. Jameis gets a touchdown. Gibbs responds back. What was I going to say? I got Jahmyr Gibbs on the brain now. Damn. Let a quarterback walk.
Bring back letting them walk.
And then after that, I was saying, oh, shoot, what was it? Spinal fusion, get hit. I really don't remember what I was going to say. All right, whatever. You see? A great play will make you forget what you were going to say. My take is... as a GM, my job is to convince the owner that this is the right move. And what sucks is, as much as that's the right move, I think a lot more owners are going to be a lot more scared to do so after the Luka trade. The Luka trade does have impact on all major sports around the league, around all leagues.
The Luka trade was because they put their trust and decision making in the wrong person.
But that was his job. The person you put the trust and decision making to, that's his job. He's a GM.
As an owner, it's still my responsibility to make sure that I'm getting the information from the right people. If I block everyone else and I just purely start listening to you,
when I took
that's my
this
fault.
team over, this man, but here's the thing. When I took the team over, this man has built this roster, got us to an NBA Finals, did all this.
He got lucky in so much of it. So much of it was luck.
But
he didn't go out and... Kyrie Irving kind of fell into their lap. He didn't go out and strategize and do anything behind the scenes to make that happen. The one thing he did do is they brought in PJ Washington, and I forget what the other player was. They brought in another player, which, okay, great. It helped the Mavs finish strong down the stretch.
He's done a lot of moves that got me to a finals. And if he's telling me, I have to... Listen, true. He did not hire Nico Harrison. When he got the team, he inherited him. From when he took the team from Mark Cuban. He inherited him. But when you sit over here and he's going to come in and say, listen, this is what I'm hired to do. Look at everything that I've done. And I'm telling you, for us to get over the hump, trust me, this is what we need to do. And when you look at his track record, you're going to be like, I got to trust the guy. You hire listen, you're talking about the guy you hired to do the decision is the wrong guy.
You know why? Because... I guess you know what, I'm just processing things differently. You know what? As this new ownership group came in, I would have leaned more on Mark Cuban as opposed to someone that Mark Cuban had in place. And even then, I would want outside voices to help guide me and walk me through the various decisions. If I am the new owner of the Mavericks, there's nothing that you're going to say to me that's going to let me trade away Luka Doncic and bring in Anthony Davis of all players.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But what I'm saying is, the person who was hired to do the job, you gotta let them do their job. Fair to say? When you're an owner, you do not have time to micromanage people. When you're the owner of a sports team, you do not have time to micromanage. Okay? Now, obviously, you would hope the owner has enough common sense to be like, this is a generational talent. We don't get rid of generational talent. Someone gets rid of generational talents
But
at a
see,
young
that's
age.
exactly the problem. The person you hire to do the job, you should also have somebody else now to give you, or you should have another
A check and
avenue.
balance. A check and
Bingo.
balance.
Another avenue of information. Cool.
Okay, fine.
Guess what? I'm gonna hire you for this job, but you know what? This person right here, whatever you come to tell me, they're gonna also reinterpret it to me, or they're gonna give me the
But that
pros
doesn't
and
work.
cons.
Because listen, too many chefs ruin the soup.
That's what I told. That's what I told you just happened. Nico Harris, this was a power play by him to get into the position that he was in to kind of be the shot caller. This week, I can't remember who it was I was watching. It was saying how Mark Cuban came out on record and essentially said, "Hey, I didn't intend for him to have this much power. I brought him in because I figured he had a relationship with the players.
He
and
has
was
a
gonna be
relationship.
able
He did, and that was the main thing about him.
So-
Everyone said.
And now when Mark is in the process of selling the team, he sees this as an opening for him to kind of solidify his position. And the rumor is he played a role in limiting the contact between Cuban and this new ownership group. And if Cuban had the pipeline to the new ownership group, this deal with Luka Doncic would have never happened. They sidelined and elbowed him out so that he
Yes.
could be the only voice. And that's the problem with Cool. You're in the position to do the job, but if you're doing it in a sneaky way now.
But here's the issue. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. That's the first thing. And the second thing about it is, I guess what's the best way for me to say this? You can't have two GMs. Jameis.
Yep. Look at this. He just caught a touchdown. He's like, you know what? I think I'm gonna give him the ball on this drive.
Jameis.
You're right. You can't have two GMs, but you still need a checks and balances system. Cool. You get to make the final decision, but I need all of the information. You can't be presenting the information in a particular way to me that's going to sway me and make the decision that you want. That's 48 laws of power manipulation.
Let me ask you this. Okay? And I'm going to put it in this type of sense for you. And I need you to tell me what you would do. Do you follow hockey at all?
Loosely. I like playoff hockey.
Okay.
Bruins have started off decent this year.
Okay, cool. All right. I feel that's good enough. Let's say somehow in the will of the Las Vegas Knights, you became the owner. Guy gave it off to you. Now, you don't know too much. And as much as you'd want to like learn as much as you can, right now the owner comes up to you. And again, I don't know anybody. I just know team names. Comes up to you and is like, yo, we could get Wayne Gretzky. You know, that face you made. Now, you don't know too much about Wayne Gretzky, but you know that name. You know that name, though.
Okay. I'm with
It's
you.
like, all right, cool. Let's get Wayne Gretzky. All right, we're going to give away our star player and like 2 draft picks from.
Nah, see, before I just say okay to this deal, I'm going to find neutral third-party people that I could speak to.
Who? Not another owner. Not another GM.
Guess what? They're retired executives. They're people from other organizations that aren't working right now.
Who might be biased against your team. So now let's say you hired somebody who's used to work for the rival of the Knights, who, I don't know, say the Sabertooth Tigers or whatever they are.
So you think the conspiracy runs that deep that I'm...
No. But I'm just saying, like, when you're not the owner of the Mavericks is not a basketball guy, and I think that's the number one issue in what caused Luka getting traded. He's not a basketball guy because after he fired Nico, the first thing he said is like, I didn't know that Luka meant this much to the team or the city.
So I think we're both saying the same thing. You're saying, hey, we have to depend on the people that we hired to do the job.
Yes.
I'm 100% on board with you. What I'm going to add on top of that is all these owners, they didn't become multi-millionaires, multi-billionaires by exclusively listening to one person. They have a system of checks and balances that they run any and everything to.
But counter that, sometimes the way they make that $1 million and $1 billion is they took a risk. They took a chance.
And
a
I'm
penny
all
stock
for it.
here
Listen,
and whatnot. And if Nico Harrison is as good as he thinks he is, he would definitely gonna be like, oh, listen, I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's the right move. And I don't know what that was I just heard upstairs because that's not a dog.
I am fine. Hey, listen, when I become wealthy enough to buy a team, and if we're able to put our money together and buy a team, guess what? Whoever's on the staff, you're safe at least for that first year. Just understand that no matter what decision that I make and sign off on, I'm going to already have someone in place to kind of walk me through this and thumb up or thumb down the decision. I'm not just blindly relying on the people who are already in place, who are all vouching for, jockeying for position. That's all that it boils down to. Hey, the new owner's in town. Let's try to do things to impress him so that we can make sure that our spot is protected. You know what? Guess what? At least for the first year, you're protected, but I'm going to bring people in and start shaking things up. I'm not just blindly listening. Hey, sign this. It's, just supplies. No, give me this.
All right. So enough about the Luka Lakers Mavericks trade, but back to the main point of the Bryce Young thing. And it's a real tough decision to make. And that's honestly a position I would not wish on anybody, because the only right move, you will never know the right move until 3 years from the future.
That's true. Because guess what? They let him walk. He walks into a situation that better fits his strengths and weaknesses, and now he looks like the greatest thing since sliced bread. And you had this man in your locker room. So I get it.
Yo, Colts, you need to get a touchdown. Damn.
Patriots, come on. No. Bottom of the pile?
No, they still ain't giving no symbols. Oh, 4th down. Damn, Vrabel said go for 3. 2-possession game. Yeah. That's all you said, right? Take the points.
That's what I said earlier. Had he taken the points, the score would have already been 3 points higher than what it is, and then they could have rolled the dice here.
Oh, so you say build the lead, then roll the dice later?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, interesting. I'm not against that one.
Absolutely.
Hold on, I might need you to put the Steelers game on exclusively. Damn, listen, we're already on our backup quarterback. We should not be running him like that.
Well, 10 points isn't getting spanked.
Damn, just got him cracked for no reason.
All right, Green Bay's doing what they're supposed to. Yeah, JJ McCarthy. Get 9 out of 10.
Yo, 9. I think you need a divorce from 9, bruh. 9 ain't him. Oh my gosh.
Pittsburgh. Oh.
Touchdown.
Oh,
okay.
Good stuff. Okay.
Yeah, no, this is a close game. All right, so actually, you know what? And I kind of want to go over this as well. Let's just talk about the whole Kyler Murray. Have you heard the reports that they're talking to see if they can rebuild the relationship or if they should go their separate ways this offseason?
Guys, excuse me. Guys, just divorce.
So then how would you do that? Okay, so then this was the other question, because earlier you said you do a trade or whatnot. Realistically, let's say if you are put up the draft board again.
That's the problem.
Let's say you are the Falcons. Honestly, Penix has not done too much to make you too happy this year. And then he tore his ACL again.
While we're on the Falcons, how quickly a team's fortunes change
from
because that was
two quarterbacks
to having none.
Yo, because they signed Cousins,
and then they
drafted him. We're like, why would you do that? Now you got 2 quarterbacks. What are you gonna do? You can't do that to literally none. It's amazing.
Cousins is my early pick for comeback quarterback of the year next year.
No. He don't got it.
I don't know what type of contract he's under or if he's likely to be released.
It wasn't a touchdown?
I guess not.
What the hell? Don't tell me someone held or something. Okay, so fine. Let's not take the Falcons. Raiders. The Raiders. Let's say you own the Raiders. Okay? What would you give the Cardinals for Kyler Murray? What makes you think the Saints wouldn't pull the trigger yet?
Because they just started show.
Yeah, and they're not winning. Shucks was a project. He was not a guaranteed to be a starter. He was drafted in like the 4th, 5th round. So
from the Raiders right now, there are 3 potential teams that need quarterbacks ahead of me. Cleveland, New Orleans.
I definitely chose the Raiders because the Jets in Cleveland. I didn't really think too much about the Saints, but the Jets in Cleveland are ahead of you. So you're not going to be able to get a quarterback in the draft.
So if I'm the Raiders, I could potentially land Kyler Murray on my team.
What are you giving up?
Which would be an improvement from Geno Smith.
For sure.
And this is a former first-round draft pick quarterback.
Number 1 overall pick.
Former number 1. Let's see. So they're going to drive...
NFL, this is our audition tape for you. This is literally our auditioning tape.
I'll give you a... Now, the question is, how does he fit with the players that they have on the Raiders?
Brock Bowers.
So he would
honestly,
already...
I don't know so much if you care too much about the fit. As much as the fit is important, right now you need an upgraded quarterback.
No, well, see, that's the thing. The fit is the most important thing. I don't want to just go out there and give up capital just to bring a...
But you're definitely... Can we agree that Kyler Murray is an upgrade over Geno Smith?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, cool. Let's just worry about that only right now.
And that gives Kyler now a somewhat better defense.
A fresh start.
Fresh start, better defense in the Raiders. You believe that the Raiders have a better defense than the Cardinals?
I think so. Cardinals defense is not a joke. But I think so.
The problem is because he carries the moniker of being a former first-round pick, the asking price is always going to be high.
No, but I'm not asking so much what the asking price should be. You're not doing this from the Cardinals. You're from the Raiders' point of view. What are you willing to give up?
I'll give you a third-round pick.
And?
I'll give you a third and a
Consider
fourth.
me the Cardinals.
I'll give you a third and a fourth-round draft pick for your trash.
So is that the value that you believe is what Kyler's worth? A third and fourth round pick?
It's hard to gauge what he's actually worth. What I can tell you is he's not worth a number 1 first-round draft pick.
Agreed.
And Kyler, what you're getting is a smaller than average quarterback who has a history of injury, and even beyond that, who has a history of not wanting to study the playbooks and whatnot, to the point where they have to put it in his contract that, hey, you got to promise to study at least 20 hours a week. So I'm taking on just as much of a risk as anything with this.
No, listen. If he was a great quarterback, he would not be available.
And I'm thinking a third round might even be a bit on the... No, but you know what? Let's not disrespect the man. The third round would be fair because when he's been in there and he's been healthy, he's had moments where he's looked pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Not lately, but yes.
Could what's going on lately be the fact that Brissett's outperforming him and maybe some of that trust between the organization?
No, because it was before Brissett even started playing.
Couldn't it be...
Brissett started this year.
Well, couldn't it go back to last year during the whole contract negotiations, how something as critical as, hey, you need to study, was leaked out to the... I'm sure that information...
It was like 2 years ago.
I'm sure that information didn't come from him and his camp.
No,
what does that do with the trust between you and this organization that just signed you to a long-term contract?
But that was like 2-3 years ago, though. So, if you're still dwelling on that, you should be using that as motivation to show them up. It should not be a reason to have you... You know what I mean? You guys try to make a fool of me? To be an NFL quarterback at that level,
we all carry grudges differently.
Okay, fine. Well, then let me tell you something like this. What you're putting on the tape is definitely going to drive down your value. So you better find some sort of
Let me go free.
So you better find some way to up your value on the tape, all right? Yo. Pittsburgh.
I don't know that a third round gets it done, but I would feel comfortable sending a third round. If you guys wanted to do it straight up for a third round draft pick, and I'll throw an aging veteran in there for you, well, no. I won't.
Would you do a third and a second round swap?
So I give you a third, and then we swap second round picks?
Yeah, you move up 2 or 3 picks in the second round.
That's fair. I could live with that.
Okay.
Because with the third round draft pick, you're still potentially drafting a top 100 player.
Yes.
High.
Yes.
Very high.
Yeah. No.
So
agreed.
You're giving me the guy who was the overall number 1 pick, and I'm giving you a top 100 player in exchange. And a pick swap. So, yeah, that's going to be... Hold on. Was T. Higgins kind of holding him there?
That's the thing. I'm looking at that play. I'm like, I don't know if I really want to throw a flag on that play. Referees need to stop. Honestly, at this rate, I really have an issue with pass interference flags. Did you see that play last week when it was the Eagles and the Lions, and they called pass interference on that fourth down or third down pass to end the game? It was not a pass interference. It was the stupidest call. Yo, Jonathan Taylor really might not help me win this week. That's crazy work.
Are they still up against the... Are they still up?
They're still up. Yeah, they're up 3. Damn, I'm sick. All right, so
see, this is where sometimes this is the last 5 minutes of the 1 o'clock games tends to be the best, because it's either your team's being blown, your team's fate is already decided, or you're sitting on the edge of your seat like, okay, hey, my team's down 28-31. The other team's got the ball. Let's get a stop.
Caleb pass short. Oh, he caught it back. Okay,
he's short though. 4th and
he's short.
3.
4th and 2.
So better be a long.
Is he
two.
hurt? Yo, to get hurt mid catch and still reel it in, because that joint popped up. That's crazy work that he got it back.
Honestly, Caleb, you should have given him a better ball.
Yeah,
he shouldn't have had to, and that's why it popped. He had to catch it in the wrong position.
He had to catch it in a bad position, but it popped because dude was sandwiched. It was not a good defense.
Hey,
they're punting. Yes, let's go.
Hey, let's at least take some time off the clock. Oh my goodness. And see, this is why teams like the Patriots win, because even if we were gonna punt,
damn, that's a beautiful play.
So now you left 20 plus seconds extra on the clock for them to work with.
Damn, that was a great punt. All right.
Oh, Thanksgiving Day. Ooh.
So
Really?
What was I gonna say? What was I saying? Bryce Young, trading him and all that stuff, and as a quarterback, not Bryce Young, Kyler Murray. They're talking about if they should separate. And honestly, I do think they should separate. But how do you separate? Because here's the thing. All the other NFL teams, no, you got to get rid of them.
Yeah, so they're not going to come to the table and beg you and give you anything out of the world.
So giving a 3rd round pick would be like, you know what, no one's going to give us better than this because everyone knows we got to get rid of this man. That is a big boy, Darnell Washington. You see that play against the Bengals last week?
Yes,
the one that went viral?
Yes.
He was on a podcast this week after that tackle or whatever. And then they asked him, they're like, yo, bro, how much do you weigh? He's like, man, because he's like, they're saying like you're 2 something. And I'm like, there's no way you're 2 something. And then he was like, man, I haven't weighed myself in a minute. They're like, nigga, shut the fuck up. You guys
You're an NFL player.
You weigh it weekly. And he's like, oh, damn, I don't know. They're like, you know they're lying. That's why you're trying to cover it.
He's offensive lineman quality.
He's
size.
a tackle. That's the first. Oh,
round.
nope, not gonna give it to him. It's at his knees right now.
Now, if Aaron Rodgers were at the helm of this, I would feel much more comfortable. 28-31 game that he could drive them down the field and either score or put them in field goal position.
Would.
With Mason Rudolph, though.
Can I answer your question? Are you worried at all about the Patriots right now? They scored a touchdown, so
Did they
it's
just
about
get
to be.
safety?
No, they got a touchdown.
Hold on, Christian Gonzalez, you getting beat by
Tinsley.
who?
Higgins is out. Chase is out. Yoshevitz is out. These are literally the practice squad people left.
It's not the end of the world. We just need a couple first downs.
You know?
Oh my God, the Patriots only have one timeout left.
Yeah. You know what's really interesting? The Bengals, even though they've lost all these games with Joe Flacco, they haven't been blown out. Except for, I think last week was the only time they got blown out, though. But they've been pretty close. The Bears game, close. Can you blow the play dead already?
It's funny that you mentioned that because I was thinking about the same thing. It's all year long we thought that, hey, you were gonna have to be able to score at least 30 to 30 before the season started. That was the take. Hey, you're gonna need to score 30 to 35 points just to have a chance against this team. And it turns out they're built to be competitive even if they don't put up that amount of points. It just really stinks. It just really stinks because imagine what they would look like if they invested some into their defense. His finger, did you see his finger there?
No, I didn't. I don't think you can rewind.
Oh, yes, I can do 10 seconds.
Oh, okay. God dang.
That looks like I would be rolling around on the ground
Yeah,
in the fetal position.
Finger. Definitely dislocated finger. You know the crazy thing is, not speaking this on you, if the Bengals win this game, right? You know who they play on Thursday? The Ravens. You know who's back on Thursday? Joe Burrow.
Oh,
Let's go, Mason Rudolph!
It's coming back. You know it's coming back, right? Anytime there's a flag in the backfield, it's usually offensive holding. Offensive holding by someone on the offensive line. Yeah. No, it's coming back. Yeah. That's what they're telling Rudolph now. Like, hey, one of your linemen, he was being lazy. He held somebody. So now we're going back a few yards.
Illegal motion?
Oh.
Illegal formation. Oh my God.
Okay. Hey, we'll take that too. Yeah, flag.
He wasn't lined up on the line. Where was he? Was he too far up?
Was he supposed to be on the line?
No, I think he was too far up. He covered the guard or the center. Damn. We really could have used that. Who would you... So, seeing the Bengals as they are now, and assuming they get Chase and Higgins back.
The Bengals just need some defensive help.
But when you see... Oh, my God. When you see how the Ravens' offense has been as of late, the Bengals' defense can do enough to slow them down. And the Bengals' offense with Joe Burrow, you feel like would be better, wouldn't you? Who would you put on that game? Who would you have win that game?
Bengals versus who?
Ravens. They play Thursday.
Burrow's first game back. The Ravens have this knack for scoring a lot of points when they play the right kinds of teams.
The right kind of team's supposed to be the Jets, and they can't do that.
No, they score a lot of points against the other teams that can actually score points. Did they just punt?
They did, with 2 minutes left.
Well, they got 3 timeouts. Trust your defense. You trust your defense to get a stop, right?
I also trust Caleb Williams to mess it up somehow. Give us another possession. But that illegal formation, that illegal formation really killed. Yeah, no, the Ravens scored 23 points, 23-10 final score.
See, the Patriots scored 23 points in last 8 games this season. That's the kind of steady growth and progression you want to see from your team to let you know that they are going in the right direction.
And mind you, that fumble really at that goal line really messed.
Yes.
It ruined the Jets on that one. Once that happened, you saw the way Brees Hall was walking back. Even he was like, I just lost this game. Because you march down the field, you're getting ready to score, going to be a 3-point game. A lot of that pressure, that momentum is with you now. That pressure is back on Lamar.
You know, some of this 3-time Super Bowl champ. Yep, as a Patriots player, Mike Vrabel. Didn't he go win one more with another team?
I don't think so.
Titans coach. I'm gonna be honest with you. It almost makes too much sense that Mike Vrabel was here. It kind of would have made the same amount of sense with the Gerard Mayo. They just didn't give Gerard Mayo the same support to be successful as it appears they've given Mike Vrabel.
Oh, no, T. Higgins is definitely concussed, so he's not going to be back for Thursday.
So you spend 60% of your payroll on 3 offensive players, and none of them, one is suspended because he chose to spit on somebody.
Don't even get me started on that one. And, actually, I'm going to get started on that one. NFL, What the hell? You fined Jalen Ramsey? He got ejected. He did not need a fine. He got spat on. You want him to be there like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the wrong message by the NFL.
That was bad. You already ejected the man for punching him. Fine. Like, no, for real. Like, as much as if I was that coach, I'd be pissed that he got ejected. And then when you told me, yo, coach, he spit on me, what Mike Tomlin said was the right thing. What did you tell? It's like, I had nothing to tell him. Do what comes natural. Because they asked him, like, how would you tell Ramsey to calm down or, like, not to? It's like, I had no words for Ramsey. Someone spit on you, do what comes natural.
I think spitting on people that's fair ground wherever you are to respond to that, if that makes any sense. Say whatever you want to me because I can just ignore the hell out of you.
Yes.
But when you spit on me, I'm with Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. was talking about, hey, he should have been suspended for 2 games. 1 game for the spit, and then the second game for the bold-faced lying that he did. Yo, I've never seen anything like this. He was dead serious. Never spit on that man.
I never opened my mouth for that man. Like, yo, I remember when he said that because I didn't see the play yet, and I'm like, damn, is this probably one of those things like it was just like he was just talking and it came out and it looked like
when you see the replay,
that's not I'm like,
yo,
wait, you didn't do what? Wait, what are you denying? Because it ain't that. Yo, you forget there's cameras on the field. Like there's literally a camera over your head. You're one of the players. Now one of the cameras is dedicated to you. Okay.
He reminded me about this kid that I went to school with. I can't remember. His name was like Ray something, but his gist, and we were high school kids. This was clearly a joke, but he was like, "Listen, Marvin, lie, and lie again. When you get caught in the first lie, come up with another lie to hide that. Just keep lying and keep your face dead serious." And that's what I thought about when I saw that because he looked so serious.
Yo, he looked so serious. Like, yo, what the hell are you talking about? I would never do that to a person. And then again, I saw that clip before I saw the actual spitting. So I kind of believed him, and I felt like it was kind of one of those things like, a shouting match, and then, there's going to be some spit flying
sweat,
out.
something flying out.
No, bro, you hawked the loogie.
And then listen, the response is what you would expect. Wait,
yes.
We can jaw all you want. The minute you spit on me, now, where I disagree with Ramsey is not, you're throwing punches at somebody who has a helmet on.
That's an issue.
Why don't these guys ever go for the midsection? That's what I don't ever get, because there's no protection. Yes, go right for the... I never get that. Go for this. You know that he has no protection there.
Oh my gosh.
Well, Patriots got 1 first down. They still need.
Okay, hold on. Let's see what the Steelers do here. 3rd and 7, 1:42 left on the clock.
Is Caleb Williams not that fast that he could, with his legs, pick up 7 yards?
He could pick it up. He could pick it up. He's just not a scrambler, though.
He evaded the first pass, the first corner that came on the blitz.
And he actually had an open field to run.
Rolled out. Nah, he wouldn't have gotten past whoever the defender was out there.
No, he would have. Look, he got the angle on him. He got the angle on Watt. You don't think so?
You're right.
I feel like he kind of got that angle. Like, he's fast enough. That's Watt, yeah. I feel like he's fast enough to get that angle on him. And again, actually, you know what? You know how earlier you're like, why would you punt it? You punted it? Your quarterback is Mason Rudolph. It's like one of those things that I can't trust I don't have the quarterback for this. You know who your players are. My team is a defensive team, goes to lock them down, and then get us a better field position, and we'll try it again. But now, obviously, you have no choice. It's a 4th down territory, 4 and go.
They're punting, right? Yes, they are.
Yeah. At this rate, with all this hoopla going on, one of you spy. Just in case you want to try something slick. It is Ben Johnson. Now
would be the time because guess what? The Steelers have no more timeouts. You pick up this first
down. It's game over. Game over. You got to put a spy. We used our last timeout on this?
Yeah, you want to give Mason Rudolph as much time as possible.
It was an incomplete pass. The clock wasn't ticking.
Was I wrong about the amount of timeouts that they had then? Could they have already burned through it?
No, they had 1 left because they clearly called the timeout. I need to see. Damn, we can't rewind. If we could, I would have definitely I need to know why they called timeout. Was there something wrong?
That's the one thing.
Was there about to be a penalty or something?
I miss from cable because I could just record games
and rewind it and
rewind all I want.
Yeah, look
at this. And you're gonna shorten the field for them. Couldn't you have?
Well, that last punt they did. last time was amazing.
What are we watching here? Oh,
come on! Yo, even the referee's like, yo, bro, like, yo, no.
Listen, we're not crazy. We're watching the Pittsburgh Steelers Chicago Bears
Put
game,
the audio on for that one.
and there was a flag thrown for what looked like tripping.
And it was a flop. It was a horrible acting job. It was like a 2B acting role. Like, yo. So, this is.
Oh, it's okay.
You muted it.
Yeah, we don't want to get sued yet.
No, you can put it up. I don't think it picked it up. Oh. Damn. We're good. Damn, I hate when I accidentally unsnap my back.
Is that no? That's the
Samsung.
Okay.
I'm not I'm not an Apple person.
What I surprisingly learned this week was Apple has damn near 100% market domination here in the U.S. Outside of the U.S., though, everyone's Android friendly.
Oh, for sure. Like, yo, no, they don't care about Apple in China. Okay, so 2nd and 3. Why was it 2nd and 3? I thought that was the first down. Damn, we're almost at field goal range. Let's go. Let's get a touchdown here. We don't need to go to overtime. No overtime. End the game. But if it's 4th down in field goal range, go for the field goal. But aim for the end zone. Honestly, right now, I would do a nice deep shot to DK Metcalf on a post.
See, they don't have any timeouts,
They don't have any
and they
timeouts.
can't waste it down by spiking it.
No, they can't. Yeah, now you got to get
You know,
in.
that idea for a deep shot was spot on.
Because
for
would
you
have stopped the clock if you didn't get it.
That's one way of stopping the clock. But not when you're not in field goal range.
God damn, man. My team is stressful.
I guess, listen, if your team was just winning all the time, it would be boring. You might find that you lost interest. It's part of the game to have to watch your team go through a rebuild and whatever it is the Steelers are doing right now. Listen, if you need some notes, holler at your boy, because the Patriots, we could tell you how to turn it around and go to 9-2 overnight. I'm just saying.
Oh my God, yo.
Guys, we know that you're going to keep going for quick throws. We know this right now. Mason Rudolph clearly can't get the ball out deep anywhere.
Now we got to get this 4th down, and then we got to spike it.
What a way to lose the game. Listen, 4th quarter, Mason Rudolph drops back. He had about 4 or 5 wide receivers. He drops back, and the Bears get to him. He throws the ball into the ground, and game over. The Patriots, on the other hand, they just kicked the field goal, pushing their score lead up to 26-20. And now they're kicking off to the Cincinnati Bengals. They're well on their way to 10-2 for the year.
Pump fake. Pump fake, mother effer. Pump fake. And first of all,
that was not the right read.
It was not going to be completed. It would have been a pick.
Yes. Now, Chicago Bears, you can put them on that Patriots boat. It hasn't looked pretty for Caleb Williams, but they look like a more functional team this year. They're not winning by 1, but they are winning field goal games that are within a field goal.
You know what's crazy? Now we're tied with the Ravens.
And this is what I told you. The Ravens are coming, guys. For better or for worse. Whether they just...
Joe Burrow beat their ass.
Looks like you have a team to root for on Thanksgiving Day.
Oh, God.
So, I see what they did. And I'll be honest with you, what Cincinnati did was pretty smart, because I think I heard that Burrow was ready to come back, but why would you start him? Yeah, why would you start him today and on Thursday?
No.
Nope. Hey, you go get the shit kicked out of you.
A few more days just to make sure that toe is really, really good. Then you play on thing. Yo, she's ahead of us. All right, guys, we're about to end the stream
how much?
because she's gonna ruin it. She's up like 2 plays. All right, y'all. Yo,
Listen, like,
my fault. I
subscribe.
didn't even see this comment. Colts are about to lose. No, they're not. Side note, I hate the way DK Metcalf runs. It's like he's carrying the sack. No, it's not so much about how he runs. It's just he runs strong. He runs real strong. All right, but yeah, nah, like this.
Grown man running.
We're done. We're done here. I'm pissed off. My day's ruined. So F everything and just like, God damn it. All right, y'all. Hope y'all had fun. Like, subscribe, all of that. You're going to see some clips this week. All right, deuces.